Hello, welcome in. We've got Thomas and David Drum Adventures are in. Excellent, nice to see you in. The first two people in. Great to see you. Oh, we got a few more coming in now. Excellent to see everyone in. Feeling a lot better than it was last week. Last week I could have done a live, but wouldn't have been fair to you because I'd have been running off every probably half an hour to the toilets and stuff. So we'll just get everyone in on the chat who's coming in up on the board first. So it's great to see everyone coming in. How's your week been and stuff like that? I was going to get a video out for Sunday, but yeah, things didn't happen. Yeah, it's just one of them things. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video coming out this week. So that should be cool. So excellent. Nice to see everyone coming in. Yes. Let us know how you are doing and stuff like that. Myself, yeah, I had the trots and the throwing up all last week. This week, not too bad. A little bit of the same, but a lot better than I was last week. So it's cool to see everyone coming in. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah. So the video could have rushed it out and on Sunday, but I didn't want to rush it out. What I done, I put two videos in one and combined them so you get in a longer video when it does come out, and hopefully you'll enjoy it much more. I'm putting more uh, information, more pictures coming in into it and stuff like that. The oops, it's been jumping there. Pardon me. Yeah, the pictures I took were not great, so let's see what I can do about some better ones. So it's pretty cool to see everyone just jumping on. Two real explorations in as well. We got Glenn in. Glenn, nice of you to drop in. Yeah, buddy. Is it Barry? Probably got it wrong. You know what I mean? People's names. Yeah. What else have we got planned? Go to work on this bleeding giveaway and sort that out. I just want to get this over and done with now, this giveaway. So that's coming out soon. Believe it or not, I've written a list down of all the videos that I wanted just to check out where the codes are and what to do. Lost it. But good news, I found it about 10 minutes ago. So, yeah, yeah. I just want to get it over and done with. We've been promising it for donkeys now. And yeah, let's go and get it sorted. As well, Carl's doing a strike at night, this Friday night, I believe. So that should be a good one. People who don't know what Strike at Night is, it's Exploring Carl. He does live streams on it, every so often, called Strike at Night. And he does like a little competition with a panel, people on the panels and stuff like that. Ask general questions, pop questions, music questions, film questions, any type of questions. It's general knowledge questions, basically. And it always goes down a good laugh. So, yeah, don't forget to tune into that. That's pretty good. Also, John Bangle's Armageddon is got coming up this month. I think it's the 24th. So that should be a good one as well. There's a few tickets left. So if you haven't already got your tickets, make sure you grab hold of them tickets soon as you can, because, like I said, there's only a few left and it's not long to go now. So yeah, Strike at Night there is always a good laugh. Yeah, it is excellent. That's why I watch it. I'd rather watch it than take part, to tell you the truth. We've got our first guest ready, but until he gives us the thumbs up, I'll let him in. So yeah, we've got Mark Herbex. We've got Robert in as well. Excellent. Yeah. I'll let him in, but you can't see that anyway because the picture is not working, Matt.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, you're taking your background off
maybe
now.
this will work then. You wanted a thumbs up. So I put a thumb up there just for him.
Aye.
All right, folks.
Are things all right?
Amazing. Oh, I should
Good.
get Angel on for a minute as well. Show she's here. She knows I've got food. She's like, yeah, I know you got sausage rolls. I know you got them. I want them. I want them. Give them now.
I've noticed that with my dog as well. It gets a lot more friendlier when you got food.
Oh, they become your best friend then. They're really interested in everything you got to say, and yeah, they'll like listen to you and look at you and everything, you know. But yeah, when the food's gone, so are they.
Yeah, disappear again till you bring something else out to eat. I've noticed with mine as well. If he's laid down, you can walk past him all day, everything, yeah. But as soon as you walk in the kitchen, turn around, he's like a shadow. Just in case you drop something or whatever, he wants it.
Yeah, they're crafty, aren't they?
They pretend they're not watching, but yeah, they're watching all the time.
And listening. This one, I'm upstairs, tumble dryers on, right where she's sleeping. Pull open the crisp packet. Clink, 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 clink. There she is, coming up the stairs. She can hear the noise of a crisp packet through the noise of a washing machine and tumble dryer. You're always listening secretly.
They tune their ears in, don't they, for certain noises.
I can be in bed watching a movie, and the movie's on. She's downstairs again, and I can just go, treat. Wait about a minute. The brain's processing it. She's like, he did say treat, didn't he? He did. Yeah. I think I better just go and check. Yeah. Comes up. She gets a treat. They're listening. Like you think they're asleep. There's a part of their brain is like listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you go. That's for you. Wait, look. Yeah. You got fur hanging off your mouth now because you've been sniffing the floor. Look. Show him. Oh, it's gone now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tom Urban Explorer says he's seen the video of me getting stung by the wasps. What I've done, I've done the video, put it out, then realised there's a bit on the end because they used a bit of your footage where I had to chop it up to insert it in mine. But I left your footage at the end, some of it. So it gets you walking the route before Ella walked the same route. So I say it's you who stood on the wasp nest and set them off. So we're all blaming you now, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, no. She's dribbling on top of a load of hard drives, so that's not good.
Oh, when mine does that, it's like a death trap. The floor, dead slipper, because he's got really bad drool when it happens.
Yeah. I'm just bringing up the chat. Sorry, speaking with my mouth full.
Oh, Jackie's in the house as well. Cool.
I was going to say, yeah. Mark Urbex.
Daniel's in. Excellent. Oh, there's Mr. John as well.
Temporal
Hello,
transmission.
Mr. John. Nice to join us.
Mm.
Oh, there he is in flesh.
I don't want to see these fleshy bits.
Let's get rid of him there.
All right. What? Try 2. And here he is, John, the haircut Bengal. He has been chopped.
He has.
Like, he's nearly looking like a little baby boy.
Did you see the wax thing I did? I'm gonna
the live stream of seeing you.
Do it live. I said to him, I said, "Could I do it live?" They went, "Yeah." So, nothing got.
The live stream before that, I seen you. I was like, bleeding hell, you look like me. Need a shave. Know what I mean?
Hi everyone in the chat, by the way. Yeah, I know. I fancy taking all my hair. Well, not all my hair off. I should really go bald.
Yeah.
Right, get out from underneath the table. There's nothing
I'm
there.
sorry. I'll get back up from the table.
Yeah, come on now. There's literally nothing there. She comes in at night. She sees I'm in bed, and I go, "Come on to bed, then." And she just looks at me, and then she thinks about it, and then no, I'm going to sniff all underneath your computer, around where the wires are, every corner of the room, and then I'll go, nah. And she goes out, and then 5 minutes later, she'll come back up, then she'll jump on the bed. She's like, I want to see if you dropped anything first. You know?
Yeah. Just making sure he's not made a mess so she can clean up afterwards. For you.
Clever. They're clever.
How was your weekend? I believe you went to a gig as well, some fest or something.
Got that there. I would wear another t-shirt, but this is more colourful and interesting. Yeah, I think it might be glow in the dark, or it might be UV. So yeah, I had to have this. It's, if anybody wants to look, it's a bloke. There's a bloke there. Look, with he's dissolving, and I think this is coming out of his head or something like that, and he's turning into a monster. And then there's a Mrs. Monster who's got 2 tongues and her teeth are melting, and there's her hand. And there's this other monster that's kind of arcing over all of them. It's like, yeah, so that's pretty good. And they're called Black Helium. And they were interesting. There were loads of good bands there. I saw a load called Orison Space Collective. They were headliners last night. Brilliant, really good, really psychedelic rock, space rock, and yeah, just really energetic stuff. Good. And they're from all over Europe as well. It's like one from Sweden, one from Portugal, one from Scotland. They fly them all in, and they don't practice. They don't do rehearsals. They're all just brilliant musicians, and they come there and they just jam, and it sounds like something off an album. It's brilliant. It's great.
Yeah, Matt. We're at the Kendall Calling where Matt, Exploring Carl went, and Luke. Okay, what you were somewhere else, weren't you?
Oh yeah, no, we were down in Axminster. It's called Cosfest. Melissa is one of the helpers. Helps the organisers. She goes every year. It's 3-day event, but you can come on an extra camping day on either side, so you can have like 5 days there. You bring your car or your tent, and you can camp next to your car, or you can be wherever you want. We chose to be in the field that was quite close to the when I say close, it looks really close, the tent, but because the tent's massive and there's 3 tents, but it takes you 5-10 minutes to walk across that field at night. Oh, bloody hell. So yeah. Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
You okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Ooh, the wankers are beginning.
Cute.
The wankers are beginning. Jesus.
Bloody hell, it's took them long enough.
Yeah, God, that took about
Yeah,
5
they
minutes.
must have been asleep, haven't they?
Yeah.
Who cares? They've got nothing else better to do. They've got no lives.
Oh,
Aye.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that you liked me canal video, Will.
Yeah.
I only clicked on it because I misread it. I thought it was C anal. So I thought, okay, fair enough. Thank you very much. I'll have a look at that.
Cheeky sod.
But then it was about a canal. So I misread that one. Sorry.
Ah. But
Yeah,
we are
Jackie.
thinking of going on the other one in Manchester as well. There's another one. There's a different part. So it looked cool.
What, a different boat trip, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
Jackie.
cool though, because there was hardly anybody there because the weather was bad. And it was like, yeah, this is brilliant.
Yeah, I was thinking of taking my mum there. There's another one, like you say, where you can have your dinner or tea there, like a little supper on it.
Yeah, there is some. There's different ones, like the one we were on. They had alcohol on it.
Oh, you're well away then, weren't you?
Had a coffee.
Jackie?
Sorry?
You're well away then, weren't you, Jackie?
Yeah, I'm just sitting there eating.
Cruise.
So was it one of these scenic ones where they take you up and down the canal and you see all the sights and stop off for a cup of tea somewhere up the canal? And is it one of those?
No. They actually have either alcohol, snacks, coffee and tea actually on the barge.
Yep.
And they just tell you all the history of certain places. So I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool that because he absolutely loves his history, so. He just keeps looking for things all the time. He's bloody, constantly looking something else up.
I thought you called him constantly then. Yeah, Jesus.
Wait, he bloody is constantly because that's what he does. He'll come back and he'll be like, did you know? I was like, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that those canal rides and other types of boat rides as well exist. They're very cheap. And
yes, they are.
You can choose whether you want history, a piss up, music. You can go in the day or night. There's all sorts of things they do. I've been on a boat thing where they had music on there. They didn't bother with telling you what it was about, but they just took you on the thing and it was music and drink and they stopped off and you could get off, have a cup of tea, get back on and come back. And you get to see parts of Bristol you never see. That was Bristol. I've done one there. And I went on a boat trip from Southampton, which was they hired the boat, big boat, 2 levels, different music on upstairs to downstairs, all mad. People were getting very high and doing naughty things, and they were getting drunk. But it got cut short because somebody took too many somethings, got ill, and they had to bring the boat back to get him off, to take him to hospital. But it still took an hour to get back. To get him to hospital, so we had a good few hours on it.
Yeah,
and the boat was going like this when we were trying to dance.
Of the roll on doing
when we were dancing, and you're like trying to dance and go, way. It's bloody nuts. It was. Yeah,
I was going to ask you, was it down to the water or the people dancing on the boat that caused it to sway?
It was all right when we were coming down from Southampton down the estuary coming down. But the moment we hit the real sea, it got lively. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So where it's like came together.
I well known.
Yeah. They're all worth going on, those things. They're very good. People should look into them. Hey, there's one. Remember that place we went, Dan Dixon, and we sneaked in to the canal. And it's the longest underwater canal. Well, water canal. Goes through a mountain for miles, and pops out the other end, and you can get the canal ride where they'll take you through there, and they'll show it to you and they'll talk to you. Now they've got a big metal canal barge which is reinforced because they do hit the edges because it's tight, and those edges ain't flat. They're sharp, jagged rocks. Because I had to be very careful with my boat. I didn't pop the boat going into one of those because they've got a metal boat, which is safe,
I spoke
Yeah.
to him about that, Matt. Basically, you only take you so far in the tunnel in them and come back out.
That's a
Well,
bit.
but both ends are open, so
do
it
that.
Yeah,
is possible to take you all the way through. It just depends
Yeah.
which type of trip you're on, I suppose. Yeah.
but when I spoke to him, they only took you so far in, they said, then came back out.
The boat
That's
has
like a year
lights.
ago.
Hi, Mikey boy.
The boat has lights so that you can see the tunnel properly. Because I mean, you could go through that tunnel if you want to on a boat, but you've got a little light at the front of your boat, and to be honest, it's hard work. You know, they actually light it up properly so you can see it. It's the Stanage Tunnel, I think it is Stanage Tunnel,
Yeah, Stanage.
York-
Yeah,
Yorkshire or somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, there's loads of places he wants to go. He keeps sending me lists. I'm like, for God's sake. But yeah, I don't mind really, because I already knew what he was like. So yeah. So it's everything like, oh, we need to go here, we need to go there. It's like, bloody hell, my feet are going to be worn out. No wonder I need a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But he likes it, so it's not wrong with that. It's better.
no.
Some people can have some really shit interests, so I let them
Yeah.
off for that.
That's it.
I've been. Is it Scotland? I think it's in Scotland. They've got a canal, and you can either take your own boat or you can go on one of their boats. And this has the
cool.
weirdest system for getting you up. It's not a lock, because normally it's locks and they fill the locks, and then you move to the next lock, then they fill that lock and they move you. This one takes you up a big distance on a lift. So it takes your
Whoa.
boat. It takes your boat in water, in a lift, and lifts you up like as if you're on a carousel, and it lifts you. And one boat's coming down whilst one boat's going up. And then when they get you up there, off you go. And it's a big thing. People come from all over the world to see it because it's so spectacular, you know. And it's scary getting lifted up in a boat, like, you know.
Yeah, there's a couple of them about like that. There's like you say, one with like a wheel where you can have 3 or 4 going around at once, I believe.
Cool.
And yeah, one that takes you up and down one by one.
Yeah, this one's 2, but it doesn't just lift your boat like a crane. You're actually in water. You go into it, you're in water.
Yeah.
Then it seals it both ends. You can see over the edge, and it's scary because you're looking over the boat and there's a drop, you know. And then one comes up whilst one's coming down like that. Jump. Find out what it's called now.
There it is.
The Falkirk wheel. There you go.
Falkirk
well
wheel, yeah.
Well done, Mikey
Nice.
boy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hi,
Robert said it as well.
Hi, Luke.
I said it before as well. It's me
Mm.
not reading the comments.
You're fired.
Yeah. Oh, Bexa said it even earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I realised I've got to bring your prize to the thingy this month, haven't I, Matt?
Oh, yeah. I won something, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Sorry.
Because I was going.
Hey,
Because lucky,
those
even though I was drunk, I'd written everybody's name down. So I looked, and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Yeah, the Victorians were clever because they built the locks, which was a simple system, you know, with just rising water. They were using water to do it, you know. But this one is brand new. It's only been there a few years. It's all mechanical, hydraulic, and yeah.
I think the Victorians, what they did is they were placed at the right time where industrial came in with steam. And when all this came in, they started building massive buildings and proper buildings
Michelle.
that go to last a long time for in the future. Hence, you see a load of Victorian buildings now that are totally gutted inside and all that, but yet the main frames are solid. And the only thing that's gone on are the roofs where the lead thieves have been up or the slate thieves have been up and nicked all the what they nick. Yeah.
Or the idiots
yeah.
own the buildings, decide to let them fall in disrepair and have an excuse to drop them.
Yeah, but even still, I still think the Victorians built the buildings really well out compared to modern day standards, guaranteed.
No, the Victorians did a lot better because I even said, I think I said when I had part of my roof done at the back and it only started leaking, this house was only built in, was it 1910? And they only had to replace it last year. And it still had the horsehair and everything in it. So it lasted that long before they had to replace the roof. So it was definitely built to last. Majority of stuff now, they just throw it up in seconds. And it's like bloody prefab or something. It's horrible, horrible materials. Nah,
Yeah.
not like these modern houses. They're horrible.
Bit of 3x2. Then you get a bit of a like foam cladding, heat insulation. Then you get your plasterboard on top. Then you get it skimmed. And then on the outside, you get one layer brick. They can't be that safe, really, because
The shit.
there's been a few cars that have been crashed up. Like there's a junction, and basically the cars always come into this like new build that's being built on the corner, and I'm just waiting for the day you see a car straight through the building, because all it is one brick solid the wall, but the garden wall is like 2 bricks thick, and the car's gone through that, and that's took the energy away before it actually got to the house. So I'm just waiting for it before, you know what I mean, before it happens, because I know for a fact it's going to happen.
Yep.
Well, if they had any sense, they'd build some sort of wall, like a car is designed to crumple, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they build a wall that's designed to take the energy and slow it before it hits the house, that would actually be safer, wouldn't it? But
not all of them think of that, do they?
Cost about 100 quid probably, or in bricks, but we're not going to spend that. You know?
Well, what they've done,
but then it's going to cost more to get a bloody full house built after the bloody car's gone through it.
They've done a few bricks outside, like you say, a little garden wall, but most of it's like metal railings. They'll crumple up. But like you say, that's probably to take the impact out. But imagine if one car goes into there, then they have to clear that out, ready to repair it. Another car comes down, does the same thing, it'll go straight for the house. And don't forget, the front garden is like where they built the garden wall and the fence is a lot stronger than the house wall, because it's 2 bricks thick. The garden wall's a lot thicker than the house. So, like, don't make sense that.
Nope.
Even in safety, you go to a brick wall with a steel saw, and try cut a doorway in a brick wall, you can't get through it because it's 2 layer brick. You know what I mean? But these new ones is only a layer brick, so you can just cut one hole, take that out, then you got the insulation. You know what I mean? It's a lot less secure, and I'm sure.
It's not secure. It's less heat as well, because you lose a lot of heat.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. If they do the insulation like they say is standard now, and they put 2 layers of brick there, that's even better, isn't it, than just 1 layer? More secure, more thermal, and a lot more stronger in wind.
Better for not you and your neighbour, you know?
Yeah.
The
but
houses
no, they just want to make it quick cash in your pockets and sell them.
Cut all the corners, don't they?
Yeah, overpriced.
In the valleys, in the Rhondda valleys, everything was built very quickly because they needed the coal. So they needed to get people in houses so they could work the coal mines, And they built those. They were built out of like stone, a lot of them, And they might build stone and put brick on the outside, but they were stone houses, And you can turn the music up, the sound. You can have your telly on as loud as you like, and your neighbours don't hear a thing. Brilliant, Now these cheap prefab houses, you can hear your neighbour walking next door.
Yeah.
You can hear the footsteps. You can hear the television.
Yeah.
You can hear the kids screaming and babies crying and all sorts of bloody nonsense. It's bloody awful. And people pay top dollar for the worst shit.
Yeah, I remember one day my neighbour making noises through the wall while he was doing a live stream. Yeah. Know what I mean? At least we've not heard any of them noises for a long time. That's all I'm saying.
I've known people literally who were sane and have got mental illnesses because they're living in a flat and they can hear everything upstairs, and because they say, oh, can you keep it quiet at night, and then the neighbor gets funny, neighbor gets very funny, so they start making even more noise and putting things on purpose to drive the person crazy, and it works. They go crazy. I knew somebody who went crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. There you go.
Sometimes I go to my mum's and she's like that. Got the music, the TV turned right down. I'm like, why have you got the TV down? Oh, so they don't disturb the neighbours. I went, you got to live.
Yeah, you do.
Of course, you got to make a bit of noise. I can't even hear the TV turn it up. Yeah. But like Matt says,
Nice safari.
these days, you're trying to like please your neighbours and try to keep quiet and stuff like that, but it's
Yeah,
hard
but
You
sometimes.
do it though. You'd be tiptoeing around your own bloody house if you did that. Screw
Yeah.
that. It's horrible. Couldn't do it. Do my head in.
Sue
And I said, "Have
Lindsay,
music on."
yeah, she's saying she had that for 2 years during lockdown. That's why they moved. People are
Yeah.
forced to move because they can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people should, if they've got problems with noise, like I'm lucky here, where I live, they can't hear me that way and they can't hear me that way. I can hear them when they go in their cars and things like that, but I can never hear them. And I've asked them. I said, look, if you ever pissed off, the music's too loud or whatever like that, right? Because I like to listen to TV programs, and there's explosions and things going on, and I'm up all night. I'll stay up, and they've said no, we can never hear anything. And I said, well, don't be polite, like if you do, please say, because I'll wear headphones, but they're like, nope, fine, you're absolutely cool. I'm like, job done, thank you.
Oh God. I bet Steve Arnold.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's not nice when your neighbours are not sympathetic and they like to have their music up, and you say to them like, oh, you had a good night last night, I could hear you, and they're like, fuck off, and they're like that
Yeah.
to you, and it's like, okay. I had that on the weekend when I was at the festival. Then dogs are meant to be on leads. They're not meant to be running around, but you do get them. People see, oh, they're doing it, so I can do it. And they're letting all their dogs run round. The dogs are shitting everywhere, And also, some dogs might be fine when they're with you, but when they go off in a pack, they can attack.
Yeah.
I nearly got killed when I was a kid. And I saw one bloke and his dog was going up to people like that, and he was jumping up on them and starting to nip people. He was going, fuck you, And I saw him do, and then I saw who the bloke's dog was, and I said, mate, you're meant to have your dog on a lead, right? Your dog's running around, and when he's not in your sight, I've seen your dog nipping people, right? I was nearly attacked and killed when I was a kid, right? I know what dogs are capable of.
Yeah.
Just think about possibly keeping your dog under control. And he went, and he's leather coat bloke, beard, like, and he goes, I don't need no fucking lectures from you. And I felt like, that could have gone one of two ways, because I said to him, whatever, mate. Or I could have said, well, I can't teach your dog. Maybe I can teach you. And I can think of a way right fucking now, like, and grab him by the fucking throat, and I can put the fear of God into you, like your dog is doing to other people. Yeah.
Yeah.
If a child gets killed, you'll be up for manslaughter.
Yeah.
But I didn't say that to him. I was like, fucking hell, nice guy, But I was in a chilled mood, right? And I didn't want to let the werewolf out of the fucking cage, because when that happens, it gets a bit fucking ugly. So I went, no, you're all right, mate, dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, moving. It's all right, mate. As soon as it fucking bites somebody. I'll
Yeah,
be
that's
fucking
it. You'll
waving
know.
goodbye to you, dickhead.
No, you don't need lectures, mate. You don't need lectures. What you need is to fucking have a few brain cells. Maybe if a dog ever attacks you and you
Oh,
nearly
yeah.
get fucking killed, maybe you will learn.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people are just so bloody stupid. Really are.
Hey, John, while that's on the screen, don't say what it's all about and when it is.
Nah, I can't be fucking bothered. I'm so sick. Again, 26th of August. It's an urban meetup. You'll meet Matt, everybody on screen. In fact, Matt, Will, me,
Yeah.
Jackie,
Don't worry.
and
No
about
werewolves.
other,
No werewolves.
no werewolves.
I sure.
No, God,
No.
only a few vampires possibly.
Mm.
Cool.
So 12:30 to 12 at night, maybe a little later, I'm not sure. But we're all going to go now, get pissed, have a great laugh, few interviews, hopefully, possibly karaoke. Yeah, means we're looking for that. Well, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah, Jackie.
Yeah,
Karaoke.
you'll have to get Jackie up if she's going.
Yeah.
She's never, and she never will do karaoke.
Get
Never.
her pissed. She might consider it.
She might
Never
not.
say never.
The
She will
tickets are
not.
to just buy because I don't know how many are there. I'll hopefully update at the end of the week. But yeah, they are going. So I haven't. Because otherwise you'll be upset because you didn't come and see us. You'll be like, oh, I wanted to come, but I couldn't. No, because you didn't want to buy tickets. So buy a ticket. Have it. Even Matt could bring there. Look. Oh.
No, Daniela, look. Yeah, Daniela, you get some right pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Not at Urbageddon, though. Seriously. It'll be all good.
It will be.
Everybody's arses will be wiped. There'll be no shit and no dogs, right? So,
Fucking hell,
Yeah.
no.
You got to wipe your ass on the way in.
Oh, you have fun with that,
B-Face-
Daniel. You're going to start
B-Face-
singing, noggin off.
B-Face will be checking all arses. Security will be checking you for weapons and drugs, right? B-Face will be checking your arse. So, you know, then you'll be allowed in.
God, you'd be walking a bit bloody strange. Like,
Oh.
I hope that was the chair, Jackie, creaking. No. Oh, must be wind.
Will.
oh my day will be good. Oh, certain people don't turn. Right, well, don't hoax it then. Don't say it. Don't even mention or acknowledge them, Daniel. Simple as that. They're not going to get. Okay. Only the right people are getting in, and the wrong ones are not. Simple as.
Yeah.
We're all there to have fun. Screw them.
Well, Stephen, there was 90 tickets, and last count there was about 30 left. I say about because I don't know the exact number.
I did one of my giveaway, but I don't know who the fuck the person is, though.
Yeah.
Somebody, so got me list. Chair needs on, Jackie. So does my brain.
I invited someone called Rob. He used to have a channel on YouTube. So he said he'll probably turn up as well. So hopefully that's another one turning up. Yeah.
Who the hell won?
Do you know who Rob is? Rob, Matt.
Not really.
You met him once or twice. He's not very big.
Oh, yeah, a bloke I've met that's not very big. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Yeah. Saying that, yeah, you're bigger than most people you meet anyway, aren't you, Matt? So
I remember a face. I remember a face. B-Face probably remembers arse, but I remember face. Yeah.
Wee Man's World.
Oh, Wee Man. Yeah.
Wee Man. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, I thought invite him, because obviously no one's seen him for a while. You know what I mean? So he might be turning up.
Now, is it the person that won the ticket that I had was Elite Gamer? So whoever they may be.
Have they not sent you details yet?
Sorry?
Have you not got their details yet, Jackie?
Nope. People have been very, very slow. So I've even done a community post But I've even said on videos, it's like I've got a few details and that's it. It's like, you think people would be happy to get their prizes? But people are like, Neil. Wolf's picture, Captain Caveman, still waiting for him. Famous Potatoes, Tracy Jackson, somebody called Matt Williams, I don't know who he is, and Blood DMB. But I mean, if people are going to the venue, then I can always bring some stuff with me. But if they're not, then it's all going through post. So for Matt, it's easy. It's in a container anyway. It's in a tin.
Yeah, and I've got a little parcel of presents for you, which I meant to put in the post, but I've only got round to sending mails because I keep forgetting. So maybe if I keep forgetting, I'll bring it to our Urbageddon.
Yeah. So, what do you mean maybe? You better do. There'll be trouble.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing your prize. It's...
Well, hi, Manjo.
Oh, it's over there. It's over there. I know where it is. But I was packing up a couple of things.
I had a funny day yesterday because Urbageddon, sorry, not Urbageddon, Cosfest had finished, and so I needed to drive back. So it's morning. I thought, right, I feel awake. Let's go do it. Because I had more to do that day. I wasn't going home and going to bed because we were going to go and see Jimmy Carr. We had free tickets to go and see Jimmy Carr in London.
Cool.
Right?
Is that a comedian, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, for people that don't know, like myself.
I've seen him live, before, and he's great. But this was a TV show, so we were going to watch him on a TV show, yeah. And anyway, so we turned up there at the BBC, proper BBC, the old BBC, big round wood green, Shepherd's Bush, yeah. Turned up there at exactly the right time,
yeah.
And there was a queue. And just as we got there, the queue had gone in, and we said, "We're here for the show." And they went, "Yeah, it's full now. You can't go in." I was like,
"What?
We're here at the right time." And they said, "Yeah, we overbook it, so we make sure we got enough. And then if it's more, then you can't come in." And I went, "Right, well, I've come from Wiltshire. That's cost me 50 quid." And they went, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "Yeah, it's not like I live around the corner." And they said, "Yeah, but don't worry, because write to us and tell us that you came and you didn't get in, and we put you on a priority list so you can see any artist you want for free." And I'm thinking, yeah, that's another 50 quid to come up and do it. Okay, so these free tickets are costing me a lot, but yeah, okay, fair enough. I said, yeah. I didn't say that to him. I just went, "No, that's fine, mate. That's fine." And then we went,
pissed off.
So I
that's mad, but that's not even half of it, is it, Matt? The story.
No,
even half the story. So let's get her on the big screen so you can tell everyone.
All right, so that was the start of the day. So I'd come from a festival, right, and I was, sober and everything, drove up there nice. But of course, I'm getting tired now, because it's, I'm starting to get a bit tired. And B-Face says, "Oh, well, I'm coming, but you have to pick me up because my car's broken down." I'm like, "Oh, never." He's like, "Yeah." So I went to pick him up. I still got him there on time, but his car broken down. So he got an AA guy to drive him to a garage that said they'd do it, And when he got there, they were like, "Yeah, we got you by the balls now, haven't we? Yeah, that'll be £600." It's like, what? Yeah, the car's not even worth that much. You know what I mean? And it's like, so he went, I might do it myself. So he rang up the AA guy again. I tell you what, take me to this other garage because I know these people, right? So, because of course the AA take you to the nearest garage that you're near, So it was their choice, yeah. So it was expensive. So he rang up this other garage. He said, "Oh, I've got a problem. Can I come in and get it done?" Yeah, bring it down, no problem. We'll sort that out for you. He literally drove it into the garage. This was after with the Jimmy Carr debacle. Now he drove it into the garage, and the guy just took a look at the car. He didn't even look under the bonnet. He didn't even see what was wrong because it's only about 50 quid a parts. That's all it's going to cost. He just looked at the car and he went, "Nah," and he didn't even know what it was.
What?
And they were like, "So that's the second garage we've gone to now, and this guy's told us to piss off." So B-Face then went, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get it towed and I'll do it myself. Now, there was a problem because the part was rattling around because it was connected to the transmission. The transmission was disconnected. So if it disconnects slightly, it'll just rattle. No, it came right out. When we were being towed, it came right out and started going bang, 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 bang in the engine. And we had to stop the AA guy. We're like, it's a bit noisy. And he went, hang on. So he tied the bar up, the transmission bar. So it wasn't making so much noise. And it was rattling round and it sounded bad, but he towed us to our location where the car has now been left, and B-Face is going to either take care of it himself or he's going to look at his options to get it done cheaply, you know? And it's like, so, yeah. So by all of this now, it was evening time. We got finished, like we went back to B-Face's place, and we were chatting and whatnot, and they were starting to get really tired. Luke had to go to work that evening, so he crashed. And B-Face was like, you know, and I said, I haven't seen you eating no food all day long, and you didn't eat much at the festival. I said, no, you should eat some food. And B-Face said, oh no, it's all right. I said, I'm going down to McDonald's to get some food. Are you sure now I can get you? Luke, do you want anything? No, I'm not right. I'm just sleepy. It's like, okay. I said, if arseholes, bloody right. So I just got us all a big load of food. They cocked up the order. The manager there, nobody spoke it proper English. You know, they were all like, you know, from every part of the bloody globe, like that. So I waited about half an hour. I thought, is this coming or what? And it's like, so I went up. I said, I ordered on the app, and it hasn't come. And they said, well, what's your order number? I said, no, table number, not order number. It's to the table. I don't get an order number. And they said, yeah, you get an order number. I said, no, it's table 31. Oh, well, order 31 was ages ago. I said, table 31, not order 31. And he was like, we don't have any table numbers. I'm like,
oh my God.
Come here. This is the manager now. Come here. Yeah, right. That's the table number. He went, oh. Then he called over another member of staff. He said, you said it was order 31. And they went, yeah, but it's table 31. He didn't even know there were tables. He went, no, it is a table number. Look, all the numbers have table numbers. And he was like, oh, very sorry, I did not know. And it's like, yeah.
He must have thought they were bed numbers instead.
Those are twats.
Yeah. So anyway, they got the order on quick then, and it came through. And he came with a staff member. He said, very sorry. You know, they both came over, said sorry. They gave us a little bit of extra food for free because I've been waiting so long. And it's like, and then whilst I was eating a bit of it and packing it up, he came back. He said, everything all right now, sir? And I'm like, fine, not a problem, mate. All good, thank you. So yeah, that's what you get. I to be honest, I met one person in the evening in London that spoke English. Everybody else was speaking all sorts of languages, hanging around on street corners, doing drugs and messing about. All foreign. London is now, I would say, 50% to 80% foreign, and it's just a weird place. I don't like going to London, to be honest.
Yep,
you know,
that as well.
Yeah,
it's meant to be bad.
Yeah,
I was in a local supermarket. As I walked in, there was like a bakery there, and this woman was dressed in some Eastern clothes. Got some tongs, some no metal tongs, and grabbed some bread, like some sort of like cob or something. And it slipped out, hit the floor. She looked like, oh, puts the tongs back, picks it up. Yeah. So I thought, what's she going to do with this? And she's got her bag here. She looked at the bag, looked at that. She put it back in the cabinet, put her hand up then, and grabbed two more. So I went over to her and went, excuse me, where's the one that just dropped? She looked at me like, what are you talking about? I said, the one that dropped on the floor, that's no good for you. You're not good to eat it. You're not good to buy that one. Where is it? She pointed it to there. I said, right, look, this is what you do. Then I pulled it out and dropped it on the floor. I said, once it's on the floor, it's on the floor.
because
Leave
it's
it,
going
yeah.
It's got shit and bacteria on
Yeah.
it that would make
Yeah.
people ill.
I said, you don't want to eat this, but yet you're putting it back up there for other people. No, wrong. But it's the brain mentality. Oh, I'm not going to eat that. Oh, I better pick it up in case I get billed for it.
No, accidents
Whoa,
happen.
wait. Exactly, that's what supermarkets expect. They expect droppages or damages or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if it falls on the floor, leave it. Oh, trying to explain it to people, they don't understand. It's hard work.
Yep.
And then get people looking at like, why are you picking on them? But you're not.
You're not.
I'm
People
just
don't.
saving your life, not picking on them. I'm saving your life.
And somebody else's, because you
Yeah.
can get food poisoning and you end up in
Exactly.
hospital and you might die. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People have walked and all sorts of stuff that's all over that floor. It could be anything.
exactly. I even said it to one of the shop staff. She was like, "Oh no." I said, "Don't worry." I took it out and threw it on the floor. She went, "Thanks."
For fuck's sake,
But now they've got to go and clean that
Yeah.
bread bin out,
because
basically.
it's
Yeah.
on the bread bin as well now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly things, isn't it? I mean, like we take this for granted because we're taught, like, you know, in school, the do's and don'ts. And now I'm glad in a way that COVID happened. Right? I'm glad, because one thing that is beneficial that came out of all of that is people know now to clean and wash your hands, so you don't spread germs. You know.
No. But there's been things on the news where they're saying people who come in our country and get citizenship's got to go through an exam,
Hi,
and
Melissa.
it's very hard. And then fair enough, they ask a few questions and stuff like that. And I even struggle answering them questions myself. But why are you asking them questions where you should ask simple hygiene questions and some common sense questions? What you do when you go to the shop? How do you shop? Well, you pick what you want and walk out. No, wrong. Yeah, pick what you want up and pay at a counter. Yes. But what about other people? Do you walk in front of them or not? Yes, walk in front of them. Fuck them off. No. Wrong. Not I mean. They've got to learn the culture of the country they want to live in. But not the, like, say, oh, who's King Charles III, latest third cousin or something like that. I don't even have a clue myself. But they should ask them simple common sense questions, and if they don't know, let them go on a course to introduce them into our culture or our society of living, should I say, not a culture, but the society we're living in, and respect the ways of the country. Like we queue up, we wait and stuff like that. We don't just barge in and grab what you want and cause riots.
Well, we're
There's no respect
lucky
these days.
If you went to Sweden, right? I mean, the courses they have there for some cultures and some people, right? The course is why it's not all right to touch women's tits and grope them up the backside, right? That's not acceptable, right? And then once you've got through all that and you understand, then they show you a song, a video on the screen. And there's songs on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically you can look at my body, you can look at my face, but my arse is my private space. And it's a fucking song about fucking not raping people, because raping, go to jail-y, you know?
Yeah, but in some countries it's not like that though, is it? Know what I mean?
No, there's some countries, if you're a woman on the street, you shouldn't be there. You should be covered up. And if you're not covered up, you deserve to be raped and touched and embarrassed, because you shouldn't be there, woman. And that's horrific, isn't it? That concept is horrific.
But when you just
that's
say
the culture, you know,
we go to that country as a couple, me and my wife or whatever, we've got to respect their culture and understand that goes on, and that's normal. So expect your wife goes to get harassed or molested or touched up or you know
Well,
what I mean? It's like
if you,
when you come to this country,
yeah,
you need to take the culture in, how the society works, it behaves, and not just think, oh, this is how I live, this is how normal. But it's not
yeah, because
normal for
we
you and normal for a different country is totally different. That's why there's different languages, different accents, and
Traditions.
yeah, different cultures,
traditions.
and
Mm.
yeah, different religions and all sorts, and different food habits as well. People eat dogs, where over here we eat chickens. You know what I mean? It's just there's places where people go out and eat scorpions, and yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It's just
And
respect
our
where you
tourists,
are and the place you are. Simple as.
yeah, our tourists, it's all right for a bloke to dress up however they want, yeah. But if you're with your wife or your children, not so much children because children are allowed a little bit of leeway. But if your wife is like getting pregnant age, whatever, yeah, and they're wearing shorts and a t-shirt, well, they can see your legs. That offends them. They're outraged, yeah. So they wanna give you a hard time then, just because you got a t-shirt on and they can see your arms and they can see your legs and they can see your face and you're not covering your head. You're a target then. That's it. They'll go for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like I say, you got to expect that where you go, depending on what country you go into as well. And
Yeah, that's
yeah,
it though. When we go to their countries, we got to respect their traditions and their, do's and don'ts. But when they come here, they try and implement their beliefs on us, and it's like, well, it's no good. They got to adhere to our traditions, how we live, but they don't. They take the piss.
That's
yeah,
good. I bought 10, was it 10 tickets on the raffle? £1 each. I got 10 tickets and they raised 900, so 900 tickets were sold. And
Cool.
that guitar wasn't just any old guitar. It was a custom made guitar, I believe. Tell me if I'm wrong, right? But it was made for a musician that's quite well known, and he was giving that away. So it's been played on albums and live, and he gave that away to the raffle. They got 900 quid. That guitar was worth a lot more than 900 quid's worth of raffle tickets. But whoever paid for that, paid maybe £5-10 and got a couple of £1,000 guitar. Not bad.
Definitely.
what is that
Famous guitar.
the gig you went to over the
Mm,
weekend? The raffle that
mm,
off,
mm.
right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I would have probably had to
I
give
knew.
that to somebody who was a guitarist if I'd won that, because I wouldn't appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew the money for. Did they say?
I mean,
Who's it going to?
who was it for, Melissa? Hmm. You know what guitarists are like, though? They've probably got about 30 guitars in their house. they need the
have a big
space back.
collection on the wall, don't they? You
Yeah.
have to have every single make, and then you have to have different colours and all sorts.
Different pickups and all. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hear about that guy
I don't know.
and the council? Some council it was invested £500 million to a guy in Wiltshire for solar panels. Yeah, and he's done a run on, left the council with no money, basically bankrupt. You heard about that, Matt? That was on the BBC programme last night, I believe.
BBC. Well, I don't watch BBC, and I don't think Matt does.
No, but
No, I can well imagine like many backhanders that go on in councils,
yeah,
because who gets the planning permission?
Mm,
And who gets to build the houses after they've
Yeah.
had planning permission?
yeah,
exactly.
Always backhanders. So you might find that the reason he got the planning permission for his solar farm was
Yeah.
because he didn't keep all 500 million. Probably
well,
a
he spent
100,000 had to go to make that happen.
He spent 2 million in his Bugatti, 28 million on his yacht, 40 million just to another unknown bank account.
Jeez.
So yeah, there is quite a few questions asked about that.
Madness.
Yeah, about the guitar, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Richard makes them every year for the raffle. Basically, nothing goes to the Cosfest Festival, but it goes to me. But it varies which charity they give it to. You know, so yeah.
Yes, it
There we
goes
are.
to a charity, so it's a good deed. A good deed.
Aye.
Yeah.
I think the weather slowed a lot of people down, Colonel. It's pants.
It rained a lot at
Yeah.
the festival, but we had nice dry patches. But I had my trainers on, and this field we were in, which is used as the Axminster Showground, the grass was up at maybe about that high. So I walked over to the festival, the tent, and my trainers got soaked. It all went up into my camos. So then I had to go back, get wellies, and I wore wellies for the rest of the festival, and I kept dry then, and my camos dried, and my feet were dry, you know. But I should have realised and put wellies on to start with. But yeah,
Yeah, Aldridge in Spain as well, I believe, he spent his money on as well. Yeah.
Jeez.
yeah, I put my ice bag, right, and I put it on top of my sleeping bag, thinking, oh, the ice bag is sealed. No, it had seams at the bottom, so when the ice melted,
Oh,
it went all into my sleeping bag, and then it went into the mattress underneath it. So yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Just what you wanted, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah, you know, it's all part of a festival. Make mistakes and learn by your mistakes, isn't it? You know, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's part of the fun of going to them, though. Know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Melissa's trainers got wrecked because of it. I offered people. I said I got a spare pair of wellies if anybody wants them, and they were like, "Ah, that's all right." They were just happy to just have wet feet and wet legs. So yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Why
There we are, back-
was Mr.
back.
Yeah, Melissa was there as well, wasn't she? At yours, the one you
Melissa
went
was
to.
there. Yeah. Yeah, and I saw some people I saw at the last festival, so they're starting to get no faces and, you know, people know, so that was good.
But he hasn't spoken to me at all yet.
You're on. Oh, he was on then. He's muted himself.
Yeah,
now,
muted himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. So.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, all round a bloody good festival, and yeah, we got pissed. We sat in a gazebo that B-Face had bought, and we sat in the gazebo, and it rained and it was windy. It was very windy, bloody hell. You know, I couldn't take the drone up because it was too windy. It was just like can't risk it. You know.
How long were you there for?
I couldn't go on the Friday because my mate couldn't look after my dog because he had work, and he said I might have work, I might not, and then it turned out he did. So I didn't go on the Friday, but I turned up Saturday morning, and I stayed Saturday, Sunday, and left early Monday morning. And I could have stayed there because ultimately, you know, it was didn't end up with the Jimmy Carr thing. So yeah.
Yeah, you are slacking, Colonel. You need to try them out.
Yeah. But yeah, if anybody wants, there you go. You got Herbageddon, right? Mr. John's thing coming up, right? Which is going to be all dry, all indoors.
Yep.
You know,
And Gareth's as well.
you can bring your own food, or you can pop out to one of these places and buy your food and bring it in.
No, buy me own food, look at that.
You know, all they ask is you buy their drinks in the place. You know, that's it. So, and they got thousands of drinks to choose from there. Which you know,
830.
Yeah, we are.
Spirits in that. Spirits is it?
830 spirits. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got beer. You got coffee if you want it. If you don't drink, you got whatever you want.
Yeah. And a bit like the Cosfest Festival, right? It's not so massive. There's a couple of hundred people there, you know, but it's not so massive that you can't meet the bands because the bands are all walking around chatting. So if you like that band, you can see them several times and have a chat. Go back to their tent, have a chat with them. You know, it's all like that. You know, and like at this festival, Urbageddon. Well, you know, this event, we'll all be there to chat to. That's the whole point. So you know, if you want to come and have a chat and meet people, that's what it's about. You know, great. I like those events. You know, they're nicer.
Good chill out,
friendly.
isn't it? Social event, basically. Chilling social. Yeah.
Are you still going well?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
He's on the list. He's one of the headline names. There's a few extras, I believe, John. If they haven't contacted you, we won't say names, but there's a few extras that ain't even on the list who are going to be coming. So
the 10 months haven't spoken to me yet, but it's in process. Did you give Andrew my details, by the way?
I believe so, but I'm going to do it again now, just in case I didn't.
Yeah, Andrew mentioned it. You were still going last night.
Yesterday. I'm happy for him to call me, whatever. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I think he just wants to make sure about the lineup for the day, the timing, and stuff like that. But he's definitely coming. I've had a word with Kaylee and Andrew in person, and I said, look, you're definitely coming out. Yeah, I've got to ring a few others and just definitely coming out. You haven't forgotten, so I got to get in touch. But yeah, it's all looking pretty good at the moment.
Good.
Yeah. Kaylee and Andrew got a bit confused because they said, we'll go in the room with you. And I said, yeah, all right then. We got a spare bed, but there's two of you. And Kaylee apparently said to Ray, she said, me and Andrew sleep in a single bed together. We like it. And then they went, so how many beds are there in this room? And I went, 3. I'm in one, Ray's in the other, and you two are sleeping in a single bed. What do you mean? I said, well, you said you like a single bed. And they went, well, I'll sleep on the floor. I said, look, I'll sleep on the floor. You two can have, 2 beds. I don't give a shit because I sleep anywhere. I'll sleep on the floor. I sleep in my car. Oh, no, I'll sleep on the floor. I said, look, you have the beds, right? And I'll sleep on the floor because I will go to sleep on the floor. If you don't put yourself out, because I am literally, I can sleep anywhere. So, and I will bring a mattress with me, bring a little mattress, and I'll sleep on the floor. So that's me sorted. I'm very simple. I'm very easy to to keep happy.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Or just start throwing bits of screwed up paper at Matt's head.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I've got
Matt,
to arrange what you're doing there.
Do you what email do you send us on pictures?
The
Urban Legend one or the other one?
No, the William
one. Not came
the William one at Gmail. Has it not come through?
No, just checking then.
Do you know what? That bloody we send it is a bollock. Let me just make sure it's sent. Yeah, it says transfer completed, and then it just dumps it and sends it to you. Let me find another way to send it to you. I'll put it upon Google Drive, and I'll send it to you from there. Yeah, we send it's got unreliable these days. I'm probably going to stop using it.
I'm just checking now anyway, double checking it.
Oh, they'll be sleeping on the roof, Daniel. That's where they'll be sleeping.
Yeah, right. Leave that with me then, and I'll sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use we send it because it's just easy. It's just drag, drop, email address, send. That's it. Google Drive, you take it slow. They don't send it. They send it at a trickle speed to Google Drive, so it takes longer. So yeah.
Will it be in a what is it called? Jigsaw or whatever it folder or whatever it's called.
What?
A zip folder.
File.
Zip file.
Yeah, I send it up to Google Drive, and it's not zipped. But when you go to download it, it zips the file into a zip, and then you have to unzip it your end. Yeah.
Yeah, it just basically compresses the files. It makes it smaller. That's
Yeah.
all it does.
And
how do you open the zip file? Just press open like normal of
yeah,
files.
Windows can handle zip files, but if you have the ability to install WinZip or WinRAR, which is my favorite, I like WinRAR because it's got more powerful functions and it's free. I prefer that one, and yeah, it'll open it. You can use Windows, WinRAR, WinZip. Yeah, anything will open it.
Cool.
Nice one.
That is cool.
Hmm.
We should all do spin the bottle or truth or dare, you mean, Daniel? And no, because we are not teenagers. Those are teenager games. God.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, Daniel, but I will get my ass out for you.
If people want to play spin the bottle, we're all.
It's not after. I've got told it's not after. Not before 2 a.m. The spin the bottle part. Private party after 2 a.m. Spin the bottle and other games.
Oh, mate.
And stuff.
I'll be looking forward to a kebab after all that, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we used to play Ludo when I was young, and the Ludo game, it was a computer game, and the things there, it was like, right, you have to do this naked, you have to do this, you have to touch this, you have to touch that. It was quite rude. Yeah. But
yeah. Sounds like your version was.
Well, what do you say, Ludo or Rudo?
Ludo.
Yeah, rude.
Yeah. Sounds more like Twister to me.
Naked Twister, yeah. Yeah.
Hey Matt, did you see that? Did you manage to watch any of that UFO thing to do with the in the US what they're doing? Those interviews.
Conference,
Funny you should say that. I've been watching a lot of that, and I've been watching people's reactions to it as well. And the general public are not quite getting this at all. And a lot of YouTubers are going, well, there's no evidence. There's no evidence there. I want to see UFO and an alien. There's no evidence. It's like, no, the evidence will come when they are forced to show you. Yeah, that's what it's all about at the moment. They're forcing the government to give up their secrets. When they force the government to do that, that's when you're going to start seeing things. Be patient.
Basically, they've got to put the questions to the government first, because the government's not going to say, oh, here's photos or video straight out. You've got to be questioned, and it's like the police interrogated to drag what they know out of the person or out of the government. Know what I mean? Because we've got people here saying this, and you calling them liars right here in front of us now, and we're the judges. We're the big boss but judge, so let's get this sorted. And the government's got to go, well, we can't really lie to you, and we can't really deny it, or they're just put on the spot. And like Matt says, it's just a process of the cogs working, of the setting the ball rolling. So who knows, maybe 2 or 3 years we'll get confirmed evidence of actual seeing something on the news.
That will, but like, well, no, it wasn't Stephen Greer, but some of the questions he was the guy was, I can't remember the guy's name. Some of the questions that were being given, and then the guy was answering. Stephen Greer has had a lot of influence in that.
David Charles Grush is his name.
Is that what his name was?
And he was one of the highest intelligence officers in the land. He would take and hand to the president daily briefings.
What I found interesting was that they were saying, "Oh, are you saying about
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
it.
no, do we have craft and all that shit? And he was distinguishing and saying, yeah, we've got reverse engineered stuff. We have had
And
there's been biological entities. There's
bodies,
been,
yeah.
but what you've got also know also that the US has been using back engineer or making back engineered craft. You need to distinguish between both of these because some are, some aren't. Which
Yeah.
is it cuts out this. Oh, they're just covering everything up. It's what they're doing is they're covering things up and then making their own craft. So a lot of UFO sightings quite possibly could not be aliens, but are these other craft. And there are other things. I think like Stephen Greer, he's very high, doctor, isn't he? So he's very high up. And he was saying that they've been using these crafts, and there's been instances where they've used them to make like a fake abduction. Yeah. Then costing saying the lie, saying, "Well, yeah, they're here, they're abducting everybody and doing this, that, and the other." And the US government are allegedly doing like, "Oh well, we think they're trying to start a war here." Well, in fact, it probably turns out that they're not. They just decided to fuck off the aliens.
I want to do a whole program on this. I've had a chat with somebody earlier on this evening, and I've said, look, I want to get a few guests on that know about UFOs so they know the subject material back to front. Yeah. We'll go through the video of the Senate hearing because it's quite explosive what was discussed, right? And a lot of people who are getting this wrong and going, oh yeah, but what's this and what's that, and being all pessimistic, right? It's like, yes, this guy was a high intelligence officer, and he wasn't just doing it out of personal interest. He was given the job by Senate to find out, is there any truth to this? He didn't know anything about UFOs prior to being given the job. And he did find out about it. And he spoke to the people who work with the craft, work with the aliens. They've back engineered it and they've kept it all secret. Since the 1950s, we're talking 80 years, this has been kept secret now, right? And these people want to come forward, but they sign non-disclosure agreements. If they speak about it, they go to jail, just like Julian Assange, just like Chelsea Manning. Yeah, they get jailed. Yeah.
Not only that, Matt. Also, a lot of them would come forward, but they're scared of their pensions and their livelihood. And the guy you're talking about as well, he's also said in front of Senate, I have been threatened,
yes,
and not allowed to do it. And it was going on, and like even the president, who's meant to be like the chief and fucking commander of all this stuff,
he's not even got the high enough. He's not got the high enough classification to know about it. Now he can force them to make it declassified. But there's a new provision in law, a whistleblower law they brought in, which says if you know that we, the government, are breaking the law, you can whistleblow and you'll be protected. But he still can't reveal the classified names of the projects and the people working on the projects because that would be breaking the law. But he can whistleblow. Now, what does whistleblow mean? It means he can go to the government, say they're lying, and the government can then declassify it so all these people can speak without breaking the law. You see? So this is why people are moaning, because they're saying, well, he's saying it's classified. I want an alien body now. Today, I want it now. And he's like, no, the procedure is he whistleblows, he gives the information to Senate privately in a secret session. They call it SCIFs, yeah? Senate no. Senate then go, stop this, and tell the president to declassify it. The president then declassifies it. Once it's declassified, boom, everyone comes out and talks. But you have to do it in that order. And everyone's going, I want it now, today, now. He's lying because it's not happening today, now, because I want it now. Well, sorry, public, you're not important enough to just get access to every single classified project that's out there because you're the public. Wait.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
it's not the first time US have done this where they went to conference over UFOs or UOPs, what they've called. Because I remember a few years ago, they done another same thing in like a big courtroom and people talking. And one of them said, "Oh, there's a 23-mile wide spaceship above our planet, circling the planet." Any information on that? And you can quite easily Google that, what I just said, 23-mile wide UFO on YouTube, and you'll see the conference there. And that's a couple of years ago. So every few years, it's up in conference in America talking about the same subject. So they're always trying to push it through.
Well, the transplant the word conference with Senate hearing, right? Because a conference is just like a UFO conference, yeah, and anyone can turn up. The public can turn up. This is not. This is Senate. Only people who have real classifications, real projects they worked on. You can verify that they are who they say they are. Yeah, they will be asked to give special information to Senate. But when it becomes classified, Senate say cameras off, the media have to leave the room, then they talk about the secret stuff, then Senate have to keep their mouth shut, go away, check it, and if it's true, they'll bring it forward. But unfortunately, the last Senate hearing, which is the one you're talking about, right? Yes, they alleged things, but they had to stop at the point where it came names and project names. They had to, nope, you can't say those. So what happened then? The people who were working on this UFO project, including David Grush, he worked on it too. He was there with them. They were all tasked to say there's nothing going on. And they came to that hearing and went, yeah, we're working on it, but there's nothing, right? David Grush said they were told to say nothing. They do know the names of the project, but they've been told to lie to Senate. I was working on it, and I'm telling you that the main guys in this project are not telling you everything. So now Senate have gone, hang on, you mean they pulled the wool over our eyes? We're going to check on this, and they'll check, and if they're lying, it'll be exposed that the first hearing was a whitewash, and this hearing is going to be the one that blows it out the water. So let's see. Be patient. Let's wait. A lot of people have said David Grush is either going to end up dead or they will start discrediting him. They'll come out with lots and lots of stuff, some of it lies, to discredit him, so they can go back to, no, there's nothing there, and whitewash it again. Because the people who are operating this UFO project are very, very powerful, and they do not ask nicely. There's been a number of people who've been murdered because of this, and David Grush has given, in classified hearing, he's told them the names of the people who've been killed, and he said, my life has been put under threat as well, and a few other people. So they need to be protected. Now, Senate need to protect him whilst this is going on. It's a serious shit, you know? It's a serious shit. This guy's put his life on the line. He's either a bullshitter or he needs protection, you know? So...
No, but like you say, it is serious because the Vatican, the church in the Rome and all that, I've got links to NASA, who are part of the search for external life and stuff like that. So why is the Vatican involved with this? They're one of the major, like you say, groups within the world. There's a certain amount of groups that control the world, or main groups that run the world, or whatever. And the Vatican have got the hand in some of it, if you know what I mean. But there are a lot more than just the Vatican. But even the Vatican are like saying, if this is true, it's got to change our beliefs in what we've got. I mean,
if you look at it from that point of view, for the Vatican,
they've got to like work it into the new Bible then, of how it's in, sort of thing. It's complicated.
Look at it,
people get scared.
If you look at it logically, see the Vatican, like you're saying, they're a bit closed-minded because they're like, no, because we don't want people knowing there's aliens if they do know it. because they think it's going to put their religion at a bit of a loose end. But if you look at it logically, if there is a omnipotent being, who says there wasn't a little side project going on in the first place? It probably strengthens it if anything. So what's the big deal? Oh, sorry. We knew it's because they've been hiding shit, right? The Vatican, look, you look at how much archive they have, and they don't let anybody in there. You're very rarely going to get anybody who's allowed into the Vatican archive, into their vaults. The amount of shit they've got in there. Well, if you can get one night in there, that'd be a good laugh, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Not just that though. Not just that, but like power companies and stuff like that. Because there's people saying these crafts that come up from different places on the earth have got so much power in them. It's free energy. They can actually. We've got the technology to make free energy since the 50s and 60s. But just imagine how much as a public will be angry because all the money we paid on fuel, on petrol, on heating, on coal, on gas, on electric, when it could be free since the 50s. Just imagine all the uprising about that, all the kicking off about that. Who's got this money then? Why we paid you for when it should be free?
Well,
just one of the reasons
to be free.
Don't let it go out.
It was meant to be free with nuclear because what did they tell everybody when they started to do nuclear? To get everyone on board to say, yeah, go on then. Nuclear power stations were dual purpose. They were there to provide energy. The energy was going to be free. But what do they really want it for? Making weapons grade plutonium. Yeah. So it wasn't free. We ended up paying through the nose for it. And we're not building any new power stations. Well, they are now because Richie Sunak, I think it was today, turned around and said, we're having a new think about we're going to put loads of nuclear power in as quickly as possible because they want to get rid of coal, gas, and solar and wind cannot make enough energy, Can't.
It takes years to do it, doesn't it? Before you start
supplement it.
Yeah.
You can supplement it, but you need nuclear. So they're going, okay, right, we're going to have nuclear. Well, here's the thing. Don't spend 20 billion on a nuclear power station and build 100 of them. Spend one of that 20 billion on finishing off, the new type of nuclear, which if it was to explode, it wouldn't go critical. Yeah. There's a new type of nuclear, which they avoid because they want to keep charging people money for nuclear, right? So they will not do the thorium reactors, molten salt reactors. They need to finish that. China's working on it, and China may get there ahead of us because they're investing the money. But what we need is not just nuclear. We need new nuclear, which is clean nuclear, which doesn't have byproducts that last hundreds of thousands of years that you have to put in the ground. Yeah. So that's what we really need. We need loads of nuclear, but we need safe new nuclear that doesn't make plutonium for weapons. It's the safe nuclear, but they didn't want that. They wanted dirty nuclear because you also get nuclear weapons. Yeah, that's what we need. So
Tom's Urban Explorer, guaranteed. You watch what's his name, Dr.
Greer. Stephen Greer.
No, him from France. What's his name now?
Jacques Vallée?
No, the one that did the Wood Norton video about you.
Oh.
No, the one that looks like a bit like a goat.
Oh, you mean Professor?
That's it. Holland.
He's not Professor Stephen Holland, but he's not actually a professor. He's a film editor.
But
he's not a
guaranteed. Tom watches him with that comment. The truth's out there.
I fancied inviting him to come on a live show. I haven't got round to it, but the one thing about him is he always talks about interesting stuff, but he doesn't talk about himself. And I was wanting to just have a chat with him about let's chat about your background. You work for the BBC. You've made all these films. Let's have a chat about you and your life. You know, because people
Might be
often
worth.
don't like talking about themselves. They like talking about other things. You know, and I'd like to
Yeah.
learn more about him because he's an interesting guy.
That
Might be
makes
worth asking him to come on your UFO thing because he's done a collab thing with another channel, hasn't he?
It's a
That
good point,
about
actually. Yeah,
UFOs. So he
good
might
point.
come on about that. Well,
Yeah,
mixing the house.
good point.
And hi,
actually.
Neil.
Very good point. Very good point. Yeah. But yeah, it needs to happen. I'm going to do it'll probably be a 2 or 3 hour show. And it'll be very detailed. And a lot of people are going to go, whoosh, what's they on about, you know? But like, do your homework, you know, find out what we're talking about, you know? So we'll try and decipher it for people to make it easier for them to understand. But it's going to be quite in depth, you know, as well. So yeah.
Very technical.
It might be good to have someone that's not into it all. Someone like, I don't know, John or someone like
the
me,
man in the
a
street.
normal person that can say, what do you mean by this? And then you can explain in normal terms or whatever.
I'll do it.
Sounds like you've got a good layout there for an idea for a show, which is I just had the thought I'd like to do a show, but you've mentioned good guests because you can have knowledgeable and have somebody who will say, what do you mean by that? What does that mean? You know?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be questioning everything that's been said. Well, not everything, but you know, stuff they don't understand. They'll be like, oh, blah blah blah. Could we elaborate a bit better for us quick thinking people?
Exactly, because if you get too many people thinking the same and they know what the other person is talking about, for people who just tune in, might not understand what you're all talking about. And then it's like the third person who's not as involved as much can like ask the simple questions or go through the messages what people are asking. So
well, sounds like you might be the man for the job there then, because you don't know much about UFOs, but you know the Senate hearings on, and you're not going to know individual case names and technical terms. We're talking about UFOs. You're going to go, what the hell was that? Yeah, you offering to come on?
Well, why not? Yeah.
See, he wants somebody else to do it.
No, I'll
see,
come on.
you started this. It looks like
you started the idea. You started the
I'll
idea.
come on then. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Put me down on the list.
Put him down on the list.
Because I'll come up with some good questions to ask you while listening.
Like they are, well known, unknown. See, you said Raytheon, Arrow, etc. You see now. Well, what the hell does that mean? I can tell you what it means. Raytheon is a military company that makes aerospace, weaponry, radar, missiles, stuff for aircraft, stuff for military bases, you know, and they're a big company. Yeah. They're one of a number of companies that make stuff for the military. Now, but what does Arrow mean? Well, it's ARRO, I believe. It's Advanced Research Reconnaissance on Extraterrestrial or something like that. See, I can't even remember it fully because it's a hard one to remember, and I'm trying to memorize what it is. But it's aerospace or anomaly research. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah. They used to call it Project Blue Book years ago. It's easier, isn't it? Project Blue Book. What do? They look at UFOs, but this thing has been made complicated now. So everybody's like, "What the hell does that mean?" You know,
makes it harder for people to remember, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Everyone UFOs, but now they've gone, oh, they're UAPs because they can just go, oh, for the last 50 years, we'll just discredit that.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, you don't hear them calling them flying saucers no more, do you? UFOs. It was flying saucers, then UFOs, and now it's UAPs.
Yeah, and it was unknown aerial objects. Yeah, but they said, well, no, we don't want to say. So they changed it because it was unknown aerial objects. But they said, well, no, but that means they're all in the sky. Yeah, but they know that some of them are in the sea as well, and some of them are in space. Yeah, so they said, well, no, so they changed the title again to confuse it, right? And it's now unknown anomalous objects. Anomalous objects. It means it can be anywhere. It can be anywhere. Yeah, not just in the air. It can be in the sea. It can be in space. You know.
Right. Can I just mention about this comment in the bottom? We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that on this channel.
Bloody arguing. No, it's
That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying about it. We don't speak about that.
Start bitching about it.
We just have a laugh. That's all. We just laugh about that.
Yeah.
And take that as how you want. Whether you think I'm funny about laughing about it, whether it's true, whether it's round, whatever it is, I'm laughing about it. Just take it as I'm laughing about it. Yeah. And we don't talk about it on this channel. But yeah, we just laugh about it.
We should
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom's Urban Explorer, Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World, it was called.
Yeah, because I bought him a copy. Because I'm like, what do I buy him? Oh, I know what to buy him. So I know all the stuff. So it's pretty easy to buy stuff like that for him. Keeps him busy for about, a while.
Yeah, there we are. See, Arthur C. Clarke, a scientist.
Yep.
Into physics and space. Yeah. And Arthur C. Clarke invented the satellite. Yeah. And he said, this is how you can launch them. This is the distance they have to be. This is the speed they have to go at in order to stay there and not fall back to Earth and not fly out into space. So he invented all the science behind how to use satellites. And the Russians beat the Americans into getting the first satellite into space. But who put the idea for satellites out there? Arthur C. Clarke. Yeah. Now, so there you are. Very rooted in science, but he loves mysteries. And when he wrote 2001 is about space, but in space you either meet aliens or God. Yeah. And so that, this is a guy who's firmly rooted in science, and he proved it because we wouldn't have satellites now if it weren't for him. But he loves his ghosts, loves his UFOs. Loves his stuff, but he was a skeptical guy, and he would look at is it bollocks or is it real, and he would kind of let you decide then,
like a skeptic.
That was very good, isn't it?
Yeah. Get as much information in as you can in the last 15 minutes, Matt. I watched that film last night.
Oh, was it?
1984.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. First time I watched it, I knew what it's about, but yeah, it's quite a lot of interesting things. Like you think now, it makes a lot more sense.
Like summer now, isn't it?
Yeah. Crazy. And then eventually, in the film I seen, it cracks him in the end and takes over his mind. Is that the same in the actual book, or don't you know?
I haven't read the book.
No, I didn't.
Are you on about 2001?
No, 84, I think it is.
1984.
That was
George Orwell.
George Orwell.
George Orwell. In the end, it was a guy, and they end up cracking his brain, don't they? Brainwashing him in the end after so long, so much. Yeah. And so strong man doing it.
It was the Welsh actor Richard Burton in the movie, who was the mind fucker who fucked up this guy's mind, and his crime was falling in love because love was not allowed and sex was not allowed. Yeah, so he fell in love and because of that, he was split up from his lover, and he had to go on mind reprogramming. And when they broke his mind, he went to Room 101, because Room 101, which there was a TV quiz series called Room 101.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of that came from 1984, that TV series, because they were hinting at it, you know. And anyway, Room 101 in the movie, when he went into his mind, I won't. It's a bit of a spoiler, but he went in his mind, right? And in his mind, watch what she's doing. All right, Jackie.
It's off. Looking at my arm. Fucking pressed the wrong button, didn't I? So I'll wait for my computer to come back on.
Yeah.
Not the
That's right.
bloody thing out. Looking at my butt.
Go, Matt. You're
the
saying
thought
what you're
police.
saying.
Yeah, Room 101, right? I won't spoil the movie because it's great, right? But in Room 101, he goes somewhere, right? And this place is a quiet place where everything's lovely and you're at peace, because the society they live in is horrible and no peace, yeah? But in Room 101, he goes to somewhere that's very peaceful. And Richard Burton is there in his mind. But this place that he went to is filmed in a really amazing location that's just down the road from where I live.
Cool.
It's literally, I've been there, I've taken the dog there, I filmed it, and people might have gone, what's Matt on about? And I'm like, this here is Room 101. This is it, where we are now. So watch the movie, right? And say, what do you mean? And I'll say, have a look at this video. That's Room 101. Do you recognize it? It is. That's where they filmed it, right here. It's an amazing location. Yeah.
Aye. It is a strong film, though. Seeing how old it is, isn't it, and how true it stands up to these days, anyway.
George Orwell did a good few books. Nice.
John Hurt, isn't it? Who's dead now?
He is.
And Richard Burton is dead as well. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, here's another interesting fact. My dad drinks at the rugby club with a guy, and he said, well, what do you do then? He says, oh, I do taxis. I'm a taxi driver. And he said, oh, yeah, taxi's good. And he goes, yeah. Oh, what do you do with your taxis then? He goes, oh, I'm not a normal taxi driver. I've only got one customer. I was like, oh, who's that then? And a very famous lady. Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh, right. Well, that's when she was alive.
Yeah.
She passed away now.
Yeah.
Liz Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, he took her everywhere. And he said to my dad, he said, watch this clip and watch that clip. He said, yeah, there's Liz Taylor, right? And there's all the stars. Who's that in the background? I'm a driver. See? And he's like, fucking hell, he's there everywhere. He's always with her because he's just a driver everywhere in a limo. Yeah.
But I'll be back in a second. I'm going to come back on the computer. Hold on.
She'll be back. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the Pandajit Singh says Room 101 is where they strapped a cage of rats to his face. It's a bit spoilers, right? Yeah. No, Room 101 is where you go to escape the torture. Yeah. And that Room 101 is a safety mechanism in your brain that takes you out of the terror of what they're doing to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Frank Triggs was saying he found a channel with loads of old sci-fi videos on someone's live stream. Might have been Carl's, maybe, or someone's, or might have been yours, John.
It wasn't mine.
And yeah, it was on someone's. So I went on the same channel that he said and found that finger.
They started
1984.
putting the goodies on there as well. It was on what was it? Some channel on Virgin. And I haven't seen them for years, but you know, you can buy them, but probably after that. But yeah, I was watching it earlier. Still very funny. But it actually has a thing at the top of it saying that
Warning.
This is a goodie. Yeah, content in this in this program could offend people. I reckon
It's worth watching then, isn't it? If it's going to offend you. Yeah.
And if you remember anything of the goodies, man, it's just off with trolley.
Goody, goody, yum, yum.
Yums.
That's better.
Yeah.
They were doing one about they become doctors. I think the one I watched today, and it's like how to get to become a doctor in the NHS. They have to pass like some course, and you've got them running along, and then every time they keep stopping and drinking beer until they're absolutely fucking hammered. and then one of what they got to do, they come to like a long jump, and then a nurse comes along and they have to pinch their ass. See how far they jump, and then they get a score out of 10. And at the end of it, after all this like stupid things they're doing, they just get a pass to become a doctor.
I've not seen a link pop up.
It must have been
No,
based
it won't.
on.
If he's not a moderator, then it won't pop up.
Ah,
I
right.
So
bet-
somebody else will have to do it, or you'll have to ask somebody else.
I bet that was based on one of the goodies was an actual real doctor, a GP.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Graham Gardner, isn't it?
He was a
Yeah.
doctor, yeah.
He was an actual doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bill Oddie was degrees and all that sort of stuff because he was into his ornithology.
Yeah.
So they're all quite clever chaps.
Hi, Liam.
My favourite one, I haven't seen it yet because I don't think it's been on, is the one when they make the cat lard. That's fucking brilliant. And it just like topples the, what's it, the BT tower.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck should you do, Will?
Hey?
You disappeared.
Oh, let's.
He's done it again. Oh, my days. He's a numpty.
Just like that. Just like that. You like it, but
Yeah.
not a lot.
Yeah.
Tommy Cooper, just
Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah.
Well,
Do it like this as well, look. Just like that.
Yeah.
Alakazam.
have you seen those? There's two doctors who are musicians and they're on YouTube, right? But they do live shows and they're real doctors and they work, I believe they work in they're anesthesiologists, right? So they knock people out, you know? And they've got all the stories of what happens when people are knocked out and how they shit themselves and piss themselves and do all sorts of things and twisted jokes, right? But they do songs and the songs are very technical. They contain lots of medicine words. Have you seen them?
yeah. Isn't that the one they talk
Nope.
about some drug? There's a drug song they do, and it just goes on and loads and loads of. Oh shit! Well, they did the. I'm sure they did the London Underground one as well.
Yeah.
Matt, I can't remember what they're called now.
Tell us in the chat if you know the name, because I think it's something to do with like broken arm or broken something they're called, or twisted something, or yeah. And one of them plays the music. He plays a piano, and one of them sings. And yeah, talk about tongue twisting songs that where all the words and jargon they're using, and it's like fast. It's like da 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 da. They do a song where it's like amateur transplants. That's the one. Yeah. Well, that's it. See, I got it wrong. Yeah.
Hi, Gwen.
Check
I
out
knew straight away what you're saying. Brilliant.
check out
Absolutely brilliant.
amateur transplants, folks. Oh, they're funny as hell. I'd love to see them live. Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute. Yeah.
If you get a chance to listen to the drug song, it's fucking awesome. I mean, how they get all those drugs into that song is just unreal, isn't it?
Yeah. Because that's one of the things they do when you're a doctor is you have to learn all the bones, all the muscles, right? And then they'll say, right, They get you in a room and they'll go, right, how's everybody been doing? Then let's see how well you did your research. Then have you done your stuff? And you've got to name all the bones without stopping from the head to the toe, and you've got to go this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone connects to this bone, connects to that bone, this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone. If you get it wrong, they'll be like, oh, go back and research a bit more, you know, and then they'll say to somebody else, right, tell us drugs then. This drug, this drug, this drug, this drug, this drug, and you've got to know it, you know. And it's like they'll just spring it on you when you least expect it. They'll be like, right, you give us all the, and that's, you know, you got to know this stuff rote. It's got to come out, bang, no mistakes, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did the London Underground song as well. You know, not the normal one, the rude one.
Yeah, they're going underground, but they twist the words and they end lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I haven't heard them for ages. They've done loads of songs. Like absolutely a shitload.
We could get Will in a bit of trouble if it gets copyright thing, but it's not a track that's been released by a record label, so you might get away with you know, you might get away with it playing a little bit.
Which one?
Yeah.
Is it working?
Should we see whether we can bring a bit of it up to see if people find it funny enough to go and have a listen to?
Just the shit out of it.
I got the drug song ready. We'll have to ask Will, is he up for it?
Some people don't do it. Oh, sorry. I see you already.
Yeah.
This new laptop I've got, the fucking mouth is being an arse. It's got a bit of dirt in it.
Sure. Oh, you spanner.
I can go and get a couple more cans, I suppose. Keep yourself going. Oh, here he is. Right. If you get in any aggro over this, you'll have to blank out the audio later on in the live stream. You know, when the live stream's finished. But here we go, folks. Have a listen to this and see if you find this funny. Can you hear it? Yeah.
There's aspirin, adrenaline, and also aminophylline, amphetamine, adenosine, mentin, rifampicin, amoxicillin, penicillin, heparin, and warfarin, and estrogen, progesterone, and canesten, and chloroform, benzoylbuthiazide, and also cyclophosphamide, and metoclopramide, acetazolamide, tropicamide, pyramide, amiloride, and cyclazine, and frusemide. And if you're up the duff, you would best avoid thalidomide. There's lithium, fluoxetine, and also amitriptyline, paroxetine, digoxin, DTN, and hexathiopyrin, meconazole, atenolol, also chloramphenicol, and if you want to overdose, there's always paracetamol. There's nitrous in the sphenotone, and zyrtic, and diazepam, and lithium, temazepam, diethylam, clonazepam, testosterone, aldosterone, valine, insulin, and lignin, and pyriton, and bentylin, and ritalin, cefidoxin, cefitaxin, cefilaxin, cefadrin, and metronidazole, and ketoconazole, and methadone, erythromycin, gentamicin, macrolide, nifedipine, actifedin, pseudofedin, capothin, and sugarin. There's phenolzine and hyosine, ranitidine, cimetidine, potassium, and calcium, and every kind of vitamin. Pethidine, methadone, and speaking, and heroin, and cannabis, and poison within alcohol and nicotine. You must remember all these drugs, the names of which you've learned from me. Or sod them all and get a job in orthopedic surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, where's John?
Oh, he popped off.
Hello.
Watch.
I don't know what happened there.
Oh,
Hello. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm back.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
Hello there, sir.
Yeah. What happened there? Went to remove it because it finished, and Matt already removed it. So when I went to remove, I removed John.
Should we give people a little bit of the underground, and then they can go and listen to the rest then, because they're all as funny as this. But do you want a bit of London Underground? It's only small. It's only short, you know.
Go on then.
That's it. Go on
Because,
then.
oh, like you say, if I get like, oh, you're not allowed this, I can always chop the end
Chop it.
off my live stream, can't I?
No, you can actually do even better than that now because YouTube allow you to take a chunk out, not just pull the end of the video in. You can say take that chunk and that chunk out, and it'll just remove the bits that are naughty now.
Oh, not naughty, that are not allowed, basically.
Not
Didn't know
allowed
that.
copyright. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No, I
ready?
didn't know that. And
Oh, hang on. Tell me if you can hear the audio.
yeah, I can.
Some people might like to get a train to work or drive in a Beamer or a Merc. Some guys like to travel in by bus, but I can't be bothered with a fuss today. I gotta take my bike, cause once again the tube's on strike. The greedy bastards want extra pay for sitting on their arse all day, even though they earn 30k. So I'm standing here in the pouring rain. Where the fuck's my fucking train? London Underground. They're all lazy, fucking useless cunts. London Underground. They're all greedy cunts. I wanna shoot them all with a rifle.
Oh dear.
All they say is please mind the doors, and they learn that on the 2-day course. This job could be done by a 4-year-old. They just leave us freezing in the cold. What you smell is what you get. Burger King and piss and sweat. You roast to death in the boiling heat, with tourists treading on your feet and chewing gum on every seat. So don't tell me to mind the gap. I want my fucking money back. London Underground. They're all lazy, fucking useless cunts. London Underground. They're all greedy cunts. I wanna shoot them all with a rifle. La 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 la. La 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 la. The floors are sticky and the seats are damp. Every platform has a fucking tramp, but the divers get the day off when we're all late for work again. London Underground. Wow, wankers, they're all wankers. London Underground. Take your Oyster card and shove it up your arsehole.
Yeah, that's the Jam, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rip off the
Yeah,
Jam,
it's a
basically.
rip off,
Yeah.
but obviously doing the lyrics to that.
That wasn't actually a song. I have to object there. I think that was a documentary, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. The Jam going underground.
Mm.
I'd like to use that in one of my videos, but obviously you can't because you get one not allowed, not allowed.
Hey, Melissa, if you want to book them, try and get them to book them for a festival. I bet they'll go down a storm.
I think they would.
What, the Jam?
No,
these guys.
These
Yeah.
ones, yeah.
Yeah. They're fucking funny.
Yeah, they are funny.
I don't know if they do anything else now. They used to. They did quite. I think they did like an album or a so-called album, but I heard it years ago. Like those songs.
You always get some miserable bastard that complains about it, and then that's it. And it's like, really? That's why there's no bloody humour in anything these days.
That's it. There's loads of programs that have been changed from the 50s, 60s that are not suitable for this type of day and age. But yet, if you go on TV, what is suitable? Wait, you're allowed drugs, you're allowed sex, you're allowed violence, and all this and that, but you're not allowed a bit of banter. Let's call it a banter, or different cultural languages back in the day, older words for different things. But you're not allowed. Yeah, you're not allowed that, but yet you're allowed see violence, rape, murder, all sorts on TV. Crazy. And back in the day, you never seen that.
That program was Rising Damp. It's on this other channel I've been watching the goodies on, right? Now, Rising Damp was a bit, in its time.
Yeah, what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's iffy language.
Good, let them have it on there because it was comedy at the end of the day, and everyone's just too bloody offended now. Who cares?
Love
Exactly.
thy neighbour. Love thy neighbour. That's a good one. But yeah, everyone said it was the same thing. It's a bit of a towards one side. But yeah, if you're looking on the other side of the fence, they're just as funny at giving it back as the guy that was supposed to be offensive.
Well,
If you know what I
that's
mean.
the thing, because
Yeah.
you'd have what we're talking about is racist stuff, right? There was racist words in it, but on the other hand, it then come back the other way as well. It wasn't just one-sided, really. It's just people don't like comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the beauty of Love Thy Neighbor, which a lot of people don't get, is the irony, because what it was is there was a racist who didn't want any black people living next to him in his area. And he come back one day and a black couple had moved in next to him, but he was so racist, but he couldn't bring himself to be racist to these people, but he would be racist behind their back, right? And then it turned out the comedy of the show was that actually the black people were much nicer than him and his neighbors. And they always had the last laugh. They always had the last laugh because something would happen and it was the black people were nicer and sorted it out and made it good. And in the end, you see that this guy realized he was wrong about being racist, but his racism keeps creeping back in and he's always proved wrong. You know, it's like he's, you know, the black people were really good people, you know, and it's like, so it was clever because it was like, it was saying, well, a lot of you out there are probably racist, but in fact, if you just take the time to get to know these people, you'll realize they're not bad people, you know.
But like you say, well, not like you say, but a lot of people say it's racist, it's racist. It's because they see what they want to see. They don't see the actual story behind it, like you said. Know what I mean? Or you see a colour and that's it. You make your mind up. Whoa, he's calling this coloured person a naughty word. So I'm not watching this. This programme's totally out of a proportion. But yeah, if they watched it, they'd take the story on, realising they try to breach the gap, not make it further, dig the gap. Yeah.
I tell you, somebody who used to push the limits, but of course he could get away with it because he was black, was Dave Chappelle.
Not too sure on that one.
Yeah, because it's like me. I can make jokes slagging off gay people because I'm gay, you know. And the thing is,
come on, no, you're not.
Yeah. Well, I pretend to be. I pretend to be gay because then people might think I'm apparently gay people are supposed to be more intelligent. They've got higher IQs. So I that's what I want. I just want everyone to think I've got a higher IQ. So you know, by saying I'm gay, but
who's that other guy that you just mentioned?
I could never really suck the cock, you know.
Yeah. Hey Matt, was that a comedian you mentioned then? That guy?
Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Dave Chappelle, American. So we don't get to see him over here much, but like if you've got YouTube, but like he would go quite off the deep end with taking the piss out of himself and race and things like that. But did you see the one where he did the piss out of the Muppets?
No.
You haven't seen
it yet because he watched shows that are all on Netflix. He sat and watched them a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, I've got it ready. It's 1 minute 51 long. It will make you fucking. You should, by rights, piss your seat when you watch this, right? But you will probably get a copyright one on this one, but it's worth it because you can cut it out of the show later on. But if people have not seen Dave Chappelle and they've not seen this sketch, this is funny. Do you want to have a quick look at this, folks?
Yeah, you've got thumbs up.
Right. Okay, let's get it on that. Right, this will turn you on to Dave Chappelle. You'll want to see more once you've seen this. This is the thing, right? Okay, ready, folks? Here it comes.
Fuck you too. Besides living in a trash can and having a syringe large in my fucking head, nothing, I guess. Where your parents anyway?
My mommy and daddy are at work.
Oh yeah? Well, me, I gave up working a long time ago.
Don't give up, Stinky. My dad says if you never give up and work hard, all your dreams will come true.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
What?
I don't believe your pappy. May be rich, but he ain't happy. Tells you about work and you want to be him. But when's the last time you got to see him? He works hard. Why? So you can go out and buy a bunch of shit that you don't need. Driven by your punk ass hopes and greed. That's why I say, fuck it. For the first time in my life, I'm finally free. No mansion for me. I said, fuck it. No brand new Humvee. I say, fuck it.
But you'll get no pussy.
Fuck it. You don't understand is I make love to my hand. So I don't need you, honey. I beat my dick like it owes me money. That's right, I said, fuck it. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to make me a nice feces sandwich.
Yeah, I've been it before.
No, I've never heard of him before. And that sketch reminds me of Sesame Street with Grouch in the bin.
That's what it's
Yeah.
meant to be. It's the rip.
That's what it's meant to be. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's the first time seeing that. I've never seen it before.
Grover.
Oh,
Grover, wasn't it?
Yeah, it takes a piss to take out of it. Yep, I've seen it.
it's quite
Yeah, it was
funny that.
Grover and Cookie Monster. Yeah.
So that's my reaction to that
Grover
video
Grout.
because you're allowed to monitor videos and do your review in the videos, and that's what I've picked up on that video. So hopefully they can't really have me for a copyright strike.
Yeah, we were
Because I'm reacting to the
criticizing it. It was a critical review, which
Yeah.
is allowed, but
I found
YouTube
it
will still
very funny.
go.
I found it very
Even though it's allowed. Yeah.
yeah, but that yeah, it's really that, and especially when he said,
Oscar.
"Oh, I got a syringe stabbed in my head," and you see
Yeah.
it sticking out of his head.
Oscar.
I was like, "Oh, yeah, Oscar out of there, yeah, Sesame
Yeah.
Street."
And Cookie Monster, yeah, they were all sort of like scruffy bin creatures, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
You were funny then as well.
aye.
Sesame Street is fucking great. I still like it.
I think everyone watched Sesame Street when we were kids in the 80s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I think in the early 90s it died off.
What was it? I jerk my hand like it owes me money.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
No, I think he said he bashed it like he owes him money.
Owes money, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm Mitch.
Mitch just came in. What a shame. We're going to call it a night now.
Mm.
Yeah. So hopefully you've all enjoyed tonight's live stream, and yeah, I'm glad I'm well
More,
enough to do it this week.
more.
We want more.
I don't see why you don't do more, because if you're not at work at the moment, you've got no excuse. So,
Tell you what,
Mummy
What'll
speak. He needs to speak to Mummy.
yes, what I'll do, will leave you free on for the next couple of 15 minutes while I make a call and that, yeah?
okay,
Got the dog out.
He's such a good lad to his mum. He's a good boy.
Mummy's boy.
rat.
Yeah. Right. What we put some porn on now then, right?
Oh my! Hey,
Yeah, not allowed.
I thought I'd get away with it then. He's watching, he's talking to his mum, but he's watching, he's still there.
Fucking big brother in the background.
so now you've got to be good.
Mm.
Can't take work like shit, bollocks. You cut you off.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
I tell you what, I'll put porn on my phone, right? But I will encrypt it. I will encrypt it, like, so you need those glasses. Remember those glasses that you used to have, right? That, like, when you put them on, you can see the writing that you can't see normally. It's all like garbled. But if you
Yeah.
put the glasses on, then you can see the writing. Well, I could put as much porn on as I want then, right? But unless you got those glasses, YouTube can't see what I'm seeing and you're seeing. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't watch porn, by the way, so I was just joking. I wouldn't know
Better
where
do
to
yourself.
start.
Do your own bloody porn. Look at that. You don't bloody
Yeah.
need to watch it.
No. If I put these special glasses on, I can literally see my hand going up and down like But if I take the glasses off, I'm just sitting there talking to you guys. So yeah. Yeah. So anyway, sorry about that, folks. Lowering the tone. We are past the 9 o'clock watershed, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, you are. So yeah.
Might be all right. Yeah. But 9 o'clock to us is
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock in the morning to some people in different parts of the world. So yeah.
Oh, they better all just bugger off then.
It's their fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for other people's timelines, all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dinkum Ozzy he's been in a time machine because he's ahead. He's in tomorrow.
I know.
He's in tomorrow. We're in today.
Yeah.
So he's a time traveler. He can send me he should send me the national lottery numbers so we can win. Yeah.
Oh, please.
That'll
That'd be
work.
nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be nice.
What's that, Melissa? Cum catchers.
Cum catchers.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I think all those things are not going to be like shock. He comes on like Growler Town and cum catches them.
You would not believe, right, that when I turn my television off, right, how much spray there's on my television. It's disgusting. I have to clean my television off, right? Literally, it's no joke. I have to clean my television off with alcohol spray and make it all perfect. There's not any spots on it because I'm a bit OCD about that. So my monitor,
it is.
Yeah, and there's all sorts of shit on my television, right? But it's not cum, right? It's sneezing because every time I sneeze, I go like that because I don't want it getting on my television. But like when I sneeze in bed, it will make from that side of the room over here. The sneeze will sometimes make it onto the television. So yeah.
Chris, I'll play fire and sprays though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Mitch. I'm saying now, mate. Saying now. 5 minutes of Sean Ryder interview with Eric Heckler. Don't know what that is at all.
Somebody wanted me to help him with their phone. He was going, it's not working properly. So I was like, okay. So he hands me his phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like this. Because it was crusted with so many levels of dirty fingers and albuminal spum all over the old screen. And I was like, I could be rude here and go, hang on a minute.
No,
now I can help you with the phone. Get him to clean the bloody phone. But he's like, there you go. And it's like, oh. And no names mentioned, but this is a journalist who works for one of the biggest newspapers in the world. He's world known.
Don't care. I would have told him to fucking clean it.
Yeah, but he didn't clean his screen before I handed it to me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You come again.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yep. I would have like, not fucking touching that.
Yeah, after I'd finished, I said I need to use your toilet, which was true, but it was also to wash my fucking hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been under some fucking steaming hot water. Might take all the bloody layers of skin off, but yeah, at least you kill off those fucking germs.
Yeah, I think people think, oh, he's gay. He likes filth. so he can out. He'll lick the floor. This guy, you know what I mean?
Hey.
No, not really.
When was that ever come up in conversation? You're gay, so you like Phil?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
worked, does it?
No, I'm the type of gay guy who has a shower, then cleans himself up before I do anything, and then when I've finished, it's all clean up and another shower. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Mm.
Saying that, I clean the shower. Clean the shower before and after I get in. So before I get in, clean it, get out, give it a clean again. Got this extendable brush with a sponge on the end of it, with like a scourer. It's brilliant.
Yeah. I take a shave. I shave in the bath, right? And I mean, like when the bath empties, all the scum and all the stuff sticks to the sides. I got to spray it down, and then when I go in there, then I notice that the oils from my body are also on the edge. So I have to get the spray, and I've got a brush, and I scrub it all off, and then I spray that down. Then I go in the bath because but I can get away with doing that the next day because I'm the only person who uses the bath, so I can do it the next morning.
Yeah, but sometimes it's quicker after you've got out. Otherwise, it's harder to clean because it's all dried at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it when I get out of the bath or the shower because like I've got females in the house, so
Yeah, you've got to do it immediately. Yeah.
I've done it before. I've obviously had a shave and I cleaned the bath, but there's still been a little bit of like your beard in the sink or in the plug hole. And the amount of grief I got, like, oh no, I'm like, all right, I saw it. Sorry. So I'll meticulously make sure it's all good.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. That's when I had people live in with me in the house, I used to keep things much cleaner, but you can get away with more when you live on your own. But yeah, it's not nice, is it, really, to leave it for somebody else because it's your shit, really, So when you live in a house with somebody else, you do have to have higher standards. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Why man says he prefers a shower than a bath. Yeah.
I do.
Shower is actually, you get cleaner quicker and everything comes off you and it goes down the plug hole.
Yeah.
So it's the shower and the plug hole that you have to worry about, isn't it? It's you'll be a lot cleaner and it's quicker. But yeah, I like to soak in a really hot bath.
I can't sit in my own matter and shit like that. No.
Yeah.
Talking of baths, that's you just come in like I'm having a bath now. See you. Like, all right, okay, fine.
Talking about filthy, rotten baths, and no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, hello, Brady. Hello, welcome.
Hi, Brady.
I didn't see you, mate.
Yes, further up the list if you look. Scroll up.
No, I can't bother to scroll up.
Yeah. Melissa likes a shower, but I get the impression that Melissa is there for about an hour, scraping, scrubbing until she's red raw, and then she complains and she's got itchy skin and she's skin my itchy. It's like, yeah, I get the feeling that you clean yourself a lot. Am I right?
I'm not wrong. If you have too many, you can actually take all the natural oils and everything out of your skin, and that's what can cause all the dryness.
If you scrub a lot, that's fine, right? There's no excuse, right? Wait till you're allergic to water. That's all I say. I can say that because I am. Now, fuck off.
You're what? Say that again, John.
Are you allergic to water? You get reactions, do you?
Yeah, I get hives. So it's called aqua epicurria. Look it up.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So yeah, it's all right. You can still. The thing is, I haven't got it as bad as what certain people can get it, and it's really bad. But I get hives on my torso and all that, and on my arms, and I just itch like for about 90 minutes afterwards, and I got really sore eyes. But I've still got a shower, still got to have a bath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can use antihistamine, which for me it works. I can still feel it, but nothing comes up on the skin. But I don't really bother. It's like, well, either way, I might as well just fucking have a shower. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It doesn't bother me. But like the only thing that really pisses me off is if it rains heavy. You know when it rains and you just get soaked through,
Yeah.
I then get really itchy.
Yeah, because there's loads of chemicals from all the dirt and crap in the air, so that's going to irritate you too. It's not exactly
but
water.
it is the actual water. It doesn't matter whether it's hot, cold, ice, you name it. Rainwater. I could jump in a pool and you think, oh, it's to do with the chlorine in the pool. It's not to do with that at all. I could jump in a fresh water lake and I'll come out and it looks like I've been bitten or stung. And people, I've had it in I've been in like a paddling pool at someone's house or something. They've gone, and it hasn't got chlorine in it, and they've gone, oh, you've been bitten. You know, you've got like big hive on your chest, and I'm like, no, it's all right, don't worry about it. I'm allergic to water, and people just laugh. And you're like, they're like, no, you're not. I said, yeah, I am. Doesn't mean it's like I'm drinking.
Well, here's my affliction then, right? I mean, I like a bath, and somebody said Radox. I like that too. That's all good. But the perfumes and the chemicals in the soap and the shower gels, too much of it, and I get irritation. And what was happening was, I went to see the doctor. I said, look, and it's not a gay thing, it's not gayness. Yeah, it's a thing. I clean my genitals with soaps and things like that because I like them clean, and I was getting irritation and itchiness and soreness in my genitals, and I said, have I got something about, and they said, how do you clean yourself? And I said, well, I use soap, and they said, and you use soaps, and and I'm like, yeah, and they said, it's probably the soaps and it's probably the perfumes and chemicals in the soaps. Use less of it. And they said, wash your hands, clean yourself, then wash your hands again. Yeah. They said, don't use so much of the soap and see how you get on. Worked, right? And I keep myself clean, but I can't use lots of strong cleaning things and soaps. So what I do is I use a little bit of soap, less of it, wash it off. So there's a little bit of soap, clean with that, then wash all that off so it's not lingering, and sort of then wash my hands because I'm affected by soaps, soaps and things like that. So with my head and with my skin and my head, again, wash my hands, get rid of the grease, wash the grease off, then a bit more soap, wash that off my hands, then clean myself again, but use water and get rid of the oils like that. Yeah. I don't get rid of 100% of my skin oil because, like John said, skin oil is good for you. You take it all off, you get dry skin. Yeah. So you have to kind of leave a little bit of skin oil there, otherwise it's not good.
You even say the same amount of germs are still on your body no matter what. You just clean yourself. You need certain amounts to protect yourself.
That's what people want.
Guess who's back? Legend is back.
Right, go on, piss off.
You need to wash your hair every day because, like, you have natural oils in your hair. So, if you wash your hair every day, you get the natural oils come out, and your hair gets a bit stringy and shit. Leave it a day or two, then do it. There's nothing wrong with leaving it, as long as you don't leave it forever in the day. But
I'll leave mine for about a week and then do it because I used to do it too much, and it's not that it causes like I said, lots of dry skin, and I used to get really bad dry skin. And then what you think it's dandruff, and it isn't. It's dry skin, and people don't see it like that. They think, oh, it's dandruff, it's greasy hair. So what do? You go for stuff for greasy hair and dandruff, which irritates it more. And then you're like, but in the end, it turned out it's like, well, I use stuff for dry hair now. Brilliant. No itchy head. It's great.
Yeah,
but years to work that out.
Head and shoulders, yeah. Head and shoulders, right? Yeah. It'll irritate your skin. I had to stop using it because I was getting really red raw skin, and it's like, so I just wash my hair a little bit less, with less powerful stuff, and it was okay. But you know, and I thought,
Until
well, what is
Matt,
it that's causing the problem? You know,
didn't you
and it's
use,
ammonia.
didn't you,
Ammonia. That's what they put in Head and Shoulders, is ammonia.
yeah, didn't you change it after that to wash and go?
No, I just used to use just like nicer shampoos that are less chemicals, you know.
Yeah, you can get
No, I
ones
mean,
that got all certain
I mean,
things. like
wash and go
sulfate
nice and
and
it's
free
all
now.
gone now.
They're usually a lot better. They're great.
I worked, like I say, everyone knows I work as an auto electrician, and I worked on this car once. Well, loads of cars, you know what I mean? And this vehicle came in one day, and it had an electric problem in the loom in the engine.
Yeah.
So I've gone into the loom, opened it up and all that, found out what the damage was. It was like a corroded wire, basically. Yeah. So I've done all the work, sold it all up, heat shrinked it, wrapped it all back up, finished what I needed to do. Then I was going in to the shop, the workshop, to clean my hands. So the boss is there cleaning his hands with his normal hand soap and that. I just grabbed the Fairy Liquid wallop. She's like, what are you doing? I said, cleaning my hands. She said, yeah, that's pure Fairy Liquid soap. It's got to damage your hands. I said, no, it's not. I've been doing this for years. Each time I work on vehicles for you, this is what I go through. Clean my hands through this. And because I've got used to it so much, it doesn't really affect my hands, the thing. Plus, I wash it off good enough and then rinse it so there's no soap on my hands at all. And obviously, it gets rid of all the crap and oil off your hands nice and clear. What you normally use is a bit of a wash up liquid and salt powder, the little granules. And it's like a Swarfiga then. And that's really good. It really rubs in. But like you say, once you rinse it off a few times, you still get like a slimy dew resin on your hands. So you turn the cold water on, rinse it on that a few times, then back underneath the hot water, and then it's all clear then. No, just wipe it all off so there's no soap on your hands, and then obviously it doesn't dry your hands out and you're back to clean. Yeah.
Washing powder is brilliant. Forget if you've been working on a car, anything that's oily, washing powder and a bit of Fairy Liquid works wonders. It definitely gets it all out.
Yeah.
But you use it. Oh, it works wonders. You do get that oily residue, but you can just wash that off with cold water.
Yeah. Wash it off with cold water, then rinse it again with warm water.
See,
that's what I do. But that's the best what I've ever found. Better than Swarfiga or any other cleaning product is washing up liquid in soap powder.
Yeah.
Well, it is quite strong on your skin, but as long as you wash it off as soon as you put it on and rub it in and wash it right off, it's good.
I mean,
good enough.
Swarfiga is basically a surfactant, which is
with
like
plastic in it.
Yeah, plastic, or I thought it was sand. Even it's just a sand.
You know? Yeah, some type of it's got washing like
roughness. Got some sort of roughness in there.
And I really like when I shave my, I use sensitive gel, and then it turns into foam, and I do that, and it's like, but I was like, well, what's the chemicals in this? So I was looking at it, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, chemicals, and then it's like, and then all the writing is in foreign languages, so it can be sold in different countries as well. And I was like, I think it's Turkish, right? I love what they call shaving foam in Turkish is called barber scum.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. Barber scum.
There is nothing like a nice close shave though, is there? I mean, when you have all the barber scum, as you put it, on the face, and cutthroat, and just get rid of it. It's great.
There's a question there down
We've already talked about it. We're going to do a show on it. We're going to do a show on it, and we'll talk about it more. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to hear what we talked about before, check out the live stream after it's finished, and just got to rewind it. I'm just going through some of the messages now, see what we missed while I'm here.
I'm going to get a beer. I'll be back.
Okay. See you in a minute.
Yeah, that's the same
What?
thing.
That's for these crickets.
Yeah.
Man dives into novel. Oh, I looked at that, please.
Oh, shit.
Hi, Adrian.
3, 2, 1. Will's back in the room. Yeah.
Oh, crap. What's the tops now? There we are.
Yeah. Mechanic's trick. White vinegar. What's that one?
Hi, Adrian.
Good for all sorts of things. New comment. Oh, Adrian's in the house.
Yes, he
Hello,
is.
Adrian. Nice
Adrian,
to
you
join us.
Adrian, are you coming to Armageddon? You've got to come down, son.
Yeah. We don't know whether he's going to do a rave on his farm yet, do we? Yeah, we're still waiting to hear about that, Adrian. Yeah.
He's
It'd be
just
pretty
doing,
cool.
he's just doing one of his barns from all the microwaves, and it'll be there.
Yeah.
Come here.
Well, we won't sell all the seats. We'll sell all the fields out. Yeah, we'll fill the field for you. Yeah, be good.
Oh, you little shit. Come here.
What could we call it? Animal Farm Rave.
No, that sounds wrong.
That's a
You can't call it that.
Adrian Animal Farm Rave. It's just not right, is it?
Animal Farm Rave. That's just wrong. Will, get your bloody money out of the gutter.
I don't know. Well, suppose it'd be better than calling it Animal Farm Calling, like Kendall Calling, Animal Farm Calling.
You're not helping, are you?
You're making it work. You're endangering the mission.
Oh, bet he's laughing his head off, really, Adrian. Either that or he's sweating, thinking we're all genuine about it.
Like, for fuck's sake, and this lot in now.
He's probably sweating because he's got to move all his animals.
Yeah.
He
No, he's
can't
probably
go to the animal farm.
he's probably saying, "Fuck it." Yeah. I make love to my hand. That'll make you sweat.
Maybe like a nosy mother.
Oops.
Yeah.
Don't want this.
Adrian is now getting some extra security in case 200 Urbexes turn up.
Yeah.
And he's standing there at his door going, "Get off my fucking land." With a big old shotgun.
No, he's
Exactly, he'll have his big shotgun there, yeah, waiting for us.
No, he's probably getting a sweat on because he's staring at all these cows' arses when they're eating food at the trough, and he's got to walk up and down there, and he's probably going, "Bloody hell, whew, it's getting a bit sweaty in here, isn't it?" Yeah.
Oh, bless him, he's a great guy, Adrian. He's gone quiet now. I've not seen him in the chat for a few
No, he's
minutes.
probably hiding now. You scared him. See, bloody 5 minutes, you've been back not long, and you've fucking scared the shit out of him.
I know, but saying that, it has gone past 12 o'clock, so God knows what happens. Do you know what I mean?
1, 2, 3.
Vets and farmers get to see a lot of things that most people wouldn't want to really see. Yeah.
Oh, the Drain Maestro's in as well. You all right, mate? Nice to see you in.
Oh, Jack,
Cool.
Maestro. Hello.
Yeah, I've not been out really much down the drains this year, so yeah, I need to get out before it starts turning a bit more wet.
you saying that, I want to go back down the tunnel I did, and it's been too wet, so I can't. I've got to time it so it's not been raining for a fair while, because I know it's going to be bad otherwise, and I want to know where it goes. I have no idea where this goes at all.
I won't mind going down to that one. That's the one with the spiral staircase one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks interesting, that.
It does, but it's like I don't know where it goes. I have no idea where. And I was under there for about 10 minutes, if not more, walking, and it just when I got to it looks like a curve in the tunnel. It just carries on. So it's like, where the fuck does it go? And I've researched it. I've looked for it. I looked for plans, etc., in places that you wouldn't normally, and no one knows about it.
No, you won't find it. You won't find it. The best way to find anything about it is that little bit of water coming in.
Yeah, I know where the little bit of water comes from. But
is that a stream name or anything like that? Do you know?
No, it's a runoff, and it goes into little. There's a culvert, and then there's a culvert with like a plug thing, but it stops a major flow of water. It releases it when it needs to, basically. And then you've got it's like a little ditch, and then it goes into this fucking tunnel. So when it actually is down, I thought you've seen a video on I've got, it actually torrent going down there, but in the summer when it hasn't rained, it's very full. But obviously that where I'm coming in is like I'm lucky. It's not like where you were, where it's coming down. You're thinking, oh God, it's going somewhere else. It's coming towards you. I'm from the other end, so it's to go somewhere else. But where it does, I have no idea.
Yeah, basically, we went in where it flushes you out, and you basically come in where it starts flushing you down. So you don't know what's in front. Yeah.
What do you get when two drains, have sex together? What do you get?
What's that, Matt? Sorry, didn't hear that.
When you get two drains that have sex together, what happens? What do you get?
Dirty plug on.
No, you get a son of a ditch.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I know. Can't you tell we don't get out much?
Wah.
Yeah. What's that?
A confluence, baby.
That bomb store we went to as well. I checked the pictures about being flooded in the culvert that runs through it. Yeah, we was all thinking of going down this culvert what runs underneath this military site, basically. And someone said, "Oh, it floods sometimes." And when I done a bit of research, wow, done it in our flood. I'm not going to say too much at the moment, but in the video, we do say we are going down there, but we didn't go down there just in case. One for that reason, and two because none of us had the right gear really to go down.
I think you always need to mention, really, when you do drains, is like say, now what you see us do here, don't do this because we're quite experienced, and if you do this the wrong time and you don't know enough about it, you will get swept away, and they will find your body 10 miles down that way, stuck to a set of bars.
That's it. Yeah. Crazy.
What I'm waiting for.
When I first entered my first storm drain, I didn't really have a clue. I thought, oh, nice and dandy in here, because it wasn't, but it turned so quick, and that's gave me got to realise what you're going into when you're going into places like that. So
That's why you have experts for doing stuff like that, because things can change quite quickly.
well,
You know how to handle yourself. Right.
being experts, you got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what
There's
you.
no
That's what,
expert in the first place, was there?
that's what you get when a chicken has a wank. You get an expert.
Oh, God, help us.
I think Matt needs a new batteries in his hearing aid.
I do literally. I can hear records and I can hear people having a conversation, and my brain just goes, "Hey, she just said this. He said that. That record just said this," and I hear all the filth. That's not nobody's saying those things at all, but I hear filth, dirty filth, and it
Basically, your mind's in the gutter all the time, innit?
keeps me occupied because I'm giggling when there's nothing to giggle at. I'm always giggling about shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Innuendos out of nothing.
Oh yeah, Matt. Don't know if you know, but Strike at Night's coming in Friday.
Yeah. I want to come on it. I want to watch it, and I shall put it in my phone now to remember, because I'm not sure I have put it in yet.
I'll beat your ass.
So people who don't know what Strike at Night is, it's Exploding with Carl. Can someone drop it in the channel, please? His channel.
Oh, God.
He does like a quiz every so often, live stream, and it's just a bit of a laugh and banter. Gets a few people up on the panel like we are, and has a quiz. And it's really funny. It's enjoyable and good laugh. Questions from anything. So even if you don't know music questions, there's other questions there that you can answer, films or TV or general knowledge.
And if Martin Zero is on there, you've got no hope, because he's Mr. Quiz Man, you know. Yeah.
On his music, won't he? Kicked your ass on the music. Yeah. So, wonder what it'd be like on the history as well. That'd be a good one to have him on.
Well, he's a Manchester expert. Anything to do with Manchester, he will kick your ass, and music, and especially if it's Manchester music. I mean, forget it. You know, you just game over.
Yeah. That's it.
Nice.
Sounds good. Let's get rid of that so no one else can see it. Well, rewind. Let's see what it had now. On the playback, you can do that, but yeah. Well, hopefully by the time people's done that, and he's done it already, and it's got the video out.
He's not even a Manchester lad, but some people can like lots of bands that are up in Manchester, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Depends on what type of music you're into.
My mate Steve, who's the UFO guy from Warminster, he was the only match that could get close to Martin Zero's knowledge, because Steve's really good on music, and of course, Strike at Night sometimes it's general knowledge, but sometimes it's music, because Mr. Carl loves his music, and I kind of can maybe get one question every 10 or something like that. I go, yeah, but I can't remember. But yeah, Steve's good. He can pull out the music questions really well. So yeah.
You're more better on general knowledge, isn't you, Matt?
Yeah, I am anyway. Music with me and questions are no good, but I do get some of his other questions quite right as well.
Music's a bit hit and miss for me. I mean, films, give me films. I'm happy with that. I'll just deal with it. But
I seem to know lots of general knowledge about filthy facts. You know, filth knowledge. I know.
The best thing, isn't it?
It's like, how many arseholes has a cat really got, or something like that. I'd be like, trick question. You know, or something. I'll be like, yes, I've heard this somewhere. You know.
Thank you, Melissa, dropping the link in there for Carl's channel, Strike at Night.
Mhm.
So cool.
Oh, God. what's this?
I can't believe how smooth my nose is after that wax. Wanted to mention it. And my cheeks. Definitely going to have that again. I'm going to get them to do the whole lot.
Well,
Right.
have you had a proper Turkish shave
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah. I did like normally have a Turkish shave, but the usual place I went to, they've gone downhill a bit. I'm like, no, I ain't going to bother. So I went to somewhere else I'd never been. For about 40 quid, they do everything, like literally all the Turkish stuff. But they also do the wax. So I'm like, well, I haven't had that before. I'll just do the wax. And obviously they got them big up the old the wax on the old what they call the cotton buds. They shove it up your nose, in your ears, and they just leave it. And he's putting it all over my face. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, are you all right there, sir? Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's a little warm, but we know it's wax. And then he ripped it out of my nose, and I thought, shit, that hurt. Yeah, he goes, he ripped him out, and he goes, are you all right, sir? I went, yeah, I'm fine. And he goes, okay then, and then he just fucking shoved them back up again. Oh no! Yeah, he did it twice. Well,
Oh,
and
no.
the second time, this is why I want to record it next time. The second time he ripped it out. He went, look at that, look at that. It's like, oh no.
Can I just answer this question at bottom here? He's asking where the phrase "strike at night" comes from. There's me, Explode Carl, and Andrew ALW, and we've got a WhatsApp group where it's just 3 of us, and because it's all about military bases with basically with ALW and stuff, we thought we'll name it something like a Strike at Night, and I'll just show you. There's no things there, you can't really not see. Like at the top there, you see the group called Strike at Night.
Yeah.
So that's where the actual phrase came from. So it's just like a WhatsApp group that we share about, and then the phrase is just spread from there, really. So I hope that answered your question.
Mr. C thinks I'm 15 years younger. Thanks very much.
Yeah, because the other night when I seen you on your live chat, like you say, he looks a bit like me. A bit like me, but like 10 times worse.
I was going to say 10 times more attractive, but you know. Wow. Every now and then I like to just indulge. Max around the chocolate starfish, Mitch, mate.
Yeah.
I think what we'll have to do is if I ever have any kinky gay sex, is I'll wax my knob, stick it in, wait for it to dry, pull that out, and get rid of all the arse worms and hairs that might be in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
too much. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Sorry.
Wax
all that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, the stuff that comes out of Luke and Jordan's mouth when they're not on camera is 10 times worse than what you see on camera. Trust me. It's like, yeah.
I quite believe that. I'm looking forward to meeting them. Actually, it would be nice to meet them.
Yeah, they're good guys. Yeah. Luke was he likes to bite B-Face, which and B-Face puts up with it. He's learned to just not react now because he'll bite him, and he goes, "You want to see all the teeth mark on me?" He bites me, so he's biting his nipples, and I was going, "Oh, that's going to start hurting." So he kept on doing it, and I was like, and then I stood next to him, and I said something. I was like, oh yeah, like the way you bite B-Face, and he's like, I went to bite me then, and I realized he didn't bite me hard, It was like, he just bit me on my shoulder, and it was like, but But I'm thinking, yeah, you're only doing that because you don't know me well. But if you knew me well, you probably, like you really would fucking bite me, wouldn't you, you bastard? Yeah.
I'd be threatening him with a bloody set of pliers, and I'd be like, "Fucking bite me, and you'll have no teeth left."
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't bite Jackie.
What is this community?
Biting Jackie, she'd get an axe out of fucking knickers or something. And go, what? Fucking and I've got the obligatory finger. Thank you very much.
I can just imagine if Steve's your partner, isn't it? Steve? Oh,
No,
shit.
Steve was his partner.
Dave, Steve? No? I've said it before and you went, yeah. So I did have it right once.
Yeah, you've had it right before, but these are wrong. Come on.
Come on, you read them fucking
I've
message
got a
people.
brain freeze now. Yeah. But I was just thinking, if he ever gets out of line, she'd be like, oi, bang, slap him with a tit. It'd be like, you knock him out.
Right. So cool.
I must admit, I've met Jackie's partner, and he's very quiet. He's a lovely guy, but he's very quiet, and you know why. You're like, how you doing? He's like, I just see if I can say hello to Jackie. Is he all right if I say hello? Yeah, all right, thanks.
There's a video on YouTube of a woman eating food and a cockroach. They're in a bar or something, and there's a cockroach comes across, and she just gets her tit out like that. She just gets her tit out and just bang, 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 just slaps the fucking cockroach to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. That's taking things too far. Oh, yeah.
Hang on. Who sent me a video earlier on and said, why is this on YouTube? Exactly. I can't get away with anything on YouTube, right? Yet there's a video of a guy with a lollipop and he's doing my little lollipop. Do.
Not his ass, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wasn't it you sent me that? You sent me that, and he's got. Who sent me that?
I don't know. I'll send you the house exploding. That's about it.
Right.
So he gets that many bloody videos sent to him. He doesn't know who the hell sent them now. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll get that. No, I'll send you the one with the.
Oh, it was Dinka Mozzie. Sorry, yeah.
You should know by now.
I can't show you this, folks, but he's got a pair of eyes on his arse cheeks, and he's got his bum hole, right? And he's got a lollipop, and I swear it's a bloke, right? Because he's got a wig, and a wig is where the vagine should be, but it's not a vagine. This is cock and balls, yeah. And he was my lollipop, do, and then of course, where does the lollipop go?
Up his butt.
Oh yeah, right.
You just send that to me, Matt.
I'll send it to you. Anybody else want to see this? I'll send it to you. No.
Oh no way.
Yeah, right. But the thing is, I was thinking, I know what's coming. I've seen all the. He's done the nasty bits now, but I know what's coming next. He's going to pull the wig off. And you think it's a woman's butt. It's not. I bet you it's not a woman's butt. Yeah. Anyway, right. Sorry to lower the tone yet again, but yeah. Yeah. Let me just send it to Jackie because I'm twisted like that. So
I've had worse sent to me, so it's nothing unusual.
Yeah.
And I'll probably send worse out too.
Mr. John Bengal. You can watch their reaction as they watch it and are disgusted if you wish, but they will watch it so you don't have to. But yeah.
Hang on. Finish just cutting this bit of kale up. As you cut.
Mm. Yeah, copyright on the music. Yeah, he's gonna watch it, but you won't hear the music. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that when somebody said that to me. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Oh my fucking god! Oh god, I said that to a few people.
Mm.
Oh my god!
My
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. And that can live on YouTube, but not me accidentally showing you something by mistake. Yeah.
That is disturbing.
The hypocrisy of
I
YouTube
said that to a few people.
is immense. Yes.
Oh God. Oh, yeah. Just put it on mute.
Will, your mic. You need to bring your mic down. Bring your mic down, Will. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
No!
oh, it was a play arrow. It was over the naughty bit. Yeah, so maybe he'll get away with it. Yeah.
Oh, he's in bloody plonker. Plonker.
I hope you don't get a strikey wakey. Hmm.
So what we need to know, Dinkum said that to you, yeah?
Mm.
It's like, it's disturbing.
Or he's going to
Yeah.
Oh no, I've only seen a few seconds of it. That's enough for me.
Yeah. It will haunt you. That. Yeah. It will haunt you. Yeah.
Oh, bleeding hell. That all I can say is being very hungry to eat that lollipop that quick.
Yeah. Yeah, disturbing, isn't it?
I think I might have nightmares tonight.
Yeah.
After seeing that, I won't be able
Yeah.
to sleep. Thanks. I need counselling. I'll send you the bill, Matt. I'll send you the bill.
I mean that they could have bleached that arsehole, really. I mean, come on, like make some effort. Come on. Yeah.
But I can see what you can say about the wig, Boris's wig. You can see something underneath there, from what I could see. I'm not looking anymore, but yeah, look like there's something hanging underneath the wig.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just like the real Boris's wig. I mean, if you pull that off, I'm sure there's
You'll
something
find-
under that too.
You find one in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it's a
Oh.
cola.
Hey?
I reckon it's a cola flavoured lolly.
That was disturbing.
Well, I understand now that why his butt was, should have been bleached. It was the cola lolly. It was the cola lolly.
You mean his
that's it,
mouth
yeah.
should be bleached?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look at one of them hot, spicy lollipops you can get. Know what I mean? From the
Yeah,
dope
that would be
shops.
fucking funny. That would have been alright.
Oh,
You'd have seen the lollipop going in, and then it like throwing up afterwards, wouldn't you?
Flames coming out of it. Yeah.
brown flames coming out straight away.
Actually, that would. Do you know what? That would actually be quite a funny video. If somebody, George, I shouldn't say this because somebody will probably do it now. No, if you put a gas refill, like a Swan lighter gas refill, and you filled your arse with gas,
Farting it out.
it wouldn't catch fire because there would be no oxygen in there. But you could release it and have a flame coming out of your arse and light a cigarette and then smoke that. Yeah, that would be good.
They just have singed hairs instead.
Yeah.
Singed arse hairs.
Right, from that, I'm going.
Yeah, don't blame me. I'm calling it a night as well because
on
we
that
can't get any lower than that now, can we?
Yeah, on that bombshell.
See you later. Thanks for having me. I will. Everyone in the
All
chat,
right, John.
cheers.
Nice one. Good night. Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Take it easy.
On that
Yeah.
bombshell, we'll leave for the night, and thank you very much, everyone. And good night. It's been a 3-hour one now, so yeah, might have came in late, but at least made up for it. Good night, everyone.
What a thoroughly shaved, Turkish shaved, yeah, bunghole. Yeah.
Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Not yet. Now we're gone.